But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the time.
Oh. Hi. Make sure my mic was on. Looks like it is. Oh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Everybody's here. I've been accused of stealing the leadership position. Sorry. What am I doing? There we go. I forgot what I was doing for a second. Also, it seems like my mic is really loud today, and I don't know why. Sorry. Yeah. So they added in like a new version of Quick Play where it's like they made everything really fast. They made everything really fast, including like respawn times as well as just kind of the game in general. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing it out, I guess. Speedy. Oh, hold on. I'm fiddling with my sound settings and I have to stop. Dragging some friends along for the ride, as you can see. Deathmatch.
Now traveling to Kanizaki. In my world, there are no secrets. Catch you
Oh, I thought I
later.
could go up there. I couldn't.
You're mine now.
Faster than I thought. Okay. And my two friends are going to be in green.
Prepare.
See here. 1, 2, 3. That's all of us.
Select.
We're in a little group. Let's see. Who do I want to play? Always the biggest problem is I never know who I want to play and nobody else is picking anything. There we go. Okay, 1. I like Wham Bam Boy. That's a funny name. Wham Bamo Boy. I'll be Diva.
Time to save the world?
No one else is gonna pick anything. I'm picking Diva.
Been through more of these than I can count.
All right, then. Test me.
Yeah, Wham Bamo Boy is a really funny name. Love that.
Out there.
Watch for their weaknesses and strike.
Hi.
No.
All systems fired up and ready to engage.
Oh no, it's gonna be. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna be in the middle of the poll. Don't mind me.
5, 4, 3, 2,
안녕.
1. Attack commencing.
Ooh, already got a turret. I guess that works.
Projectile.
That's not what I intended to do, but it worked. So we're gonna move on. No! My game is lagging really bad. What is going on? Oh, thank you. Oh.
They're counting on me. Nothing gets past me. The payload's not moving. Yeah. Aw, you must be
I have the payload. Let's go. Well, kind of have the payload. Looks like we all have the payload. I saw someone in there. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was just seeing things. I think I was just seeing things. Don't mind me. Trying to keep everybody off the point. No. Mad at me. I am but a small. I'm gonna say a small child, but actually I think he was an adult. No! I didn't see him.
They're counting on me.
Come on, let's get that payload going.
My ultimate is almost ready.
I wish I hadn't said that in front of their entire team.
Loading up, dear. 60 seconds. Engaging thrusters. Serve this.
I thought there was gonna be way more of them over there.
Oh, let's break it.
Make up this party.
Fine, we got to the point anyway, doesn't matter. It is casual Overwatch night. I'm playing with some friends today. The guys that have their names in green. I want to change their color to something with one that's not green, but I don't think I can. It's got something to do with the UI. I think you can change. I honestly think you can change the color. I just don't know how. Out. Leave. See you over there. I think I don't. Stop shooting at my Lucio. You know, I should be fighting her, but like, I want to stay with the cart. Yeah.
Loading up, dear. Giggling neck.
Okay, Sigmund's busy.
Neutralizing projectile.
No, he was shooting at me while I was dealing with the turret. I'm like, I don't see you up there. I see you up there. Two can play at the minigun game. No! No!
Booting up. Giggling neck. Neutralizing projectile.
I don't know why my game is lagging, but it's lagging. I don't know if you guys could see it. Shoot at me. Get out of my sight.
I'm on fire. What else is new?
On the cart. Who is it? You. I'm trying to get the mercy. Here we go. Here goes Lucio. I can't do much with Zarya.
I'm on fire. What else is new?
My my god, I can't see where I'm going. Okay. What did he do? Oh. I wasn't here for this. I was off to the side shooting with my little gun. Right there. Yep. Well, I did something, and that's what matters. One. It's gonna be the only win tonight, I can tell you that. I don't know what it is, but every time that I play on stream, I just don't win.
In my world,
I think I had one stream where I think I only won like maybe twice out of the entire stream.
catch you later.
Punch me. I know you're gonna punch me. Where did my friend just go? Oh, never mind. Here he is. It said he left the game. I wanna be. Oh, I wanna be. I guess I will be Mercy. Gonna be Sugar Plum Fairy Mercy.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
5, 4,
Where's the rest of the team? There's one. 1, 2. I guess it's just us. Okay. Who's my main? I don't really have one. I float around through a lot of different characters, so I don't really have anybody that I play consistently. Enough to at least be called a main. At least I don't think. The best 76 skin. I will let him know. Actually, he's probably listening, so he probably heard you. Get back up. I need help. And it was my fault that she got killed anyway. Got someone over here. Oh. I don't know what's up with my game. Oh, that can't be good. Oh. I need to check my internet. I might need to check my internet. This is, bye. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I don't know what I look like to the rest of the team. I'm gonna let my friends know. I'm lacking out my mind. I'm looking like crazy today. Looks like you're jumping around the map. Oh, okay. Palm is flying.
Forward spawn activated.
I might need to check my internet after this match.
Checking in.
And there goes Meat Masher. He's off. He's off to save the world. You're welcome. Please don't thank me. This is pathetic. Just a little bit of lag. Just nothing too concerning. Oh god. Hang on. Hang on, I'm tabbing out of the game if I'm... Internet am I on? No, I'm on the internet I should be. I've got you, Ball. At least I've got you for the next 5 seconds.
Zeit für einen neuen Plan.
Time to put a stop to their efforts.
动住，不洗澡。There's nothing for you to do.
No! No! Damn it.
They're getting.
My skills are still needed. I am here to support.
I am not here to support. That is such a lie.
Improving your body.
I've got you, Ball.
Don't let the enemy take the lead.
I no longer have you, Ball. I am getting stuck around the corners. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Oh my god. Wait, let's play something slightly more aggressive.
Making a full recovery.
I'll find my own path.
Your team has lost the lead.
What's that?
Cannot allow them to
No! The other girl switched to Mercy. Hopefully she's a better Mercy than
Time
me.
to get clever.
2-minute warning.
They have us outnumbered.
Oh, I got slightly too late. Ugh. The lag's retribution for my single win, you're right.
That was interesting. I'm with you.
Be uplifted.
Like a gentle rain.
I tried to. Okay, doesn't matter. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We're fine. No.
Let's get back to
That Reaper got a 2-piece on his ultimate and then left. An invisible tracer somewhere. Away. Go away. Leave me alone.
Let the Kitsune
Go.
guide you.
Everybody have fun. Especially because Diva just got her mech back. So everybody have fun.
Overtime.
Victory is in sight. Stay with the robot.
We just have to keep this for like 30 more seconds.
Soothing your wounds.
No one's allowed to die. Including me.
Overtime.
洗澡。
And his stop.
We've got this.
Chance, amigos. Make it memorable.
Uh-oh. On. I can make it. I can make it. I just have to get close enough.
I thank you.
We're outnumbered. Careful. We can still win this.
No.
Take back the robot.
Ah,
Last chance. Get to the robot.
that was my fault for lagging so bad. It seems like it's fixed itself. Oh, it's like a hippie.
Play of the game.
Lagged at the exact right time. Let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Let's do deep again. Maybe she won't lag the game.
Time to save the world? Game on! I prepped all night for this mission.
You know.
Well, maybe I gained a little too.
My greetings.
Hi.
Hiya.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
On with it. Your end is within my reach.
이거인 내. Nothing gets past me. 어림도 없지.
There we go.
Nothing gets past me. 어림도 없지. Forward barrier activated.
No. I always get hit by the javelin because I'm never looking for it.
Initiate defense matrix.
Behind me. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter where he is.
Nothing gets past me.
Mercy? What was your plan?
어림도 없지.
Oh. Shot me while my game froze? That's not my fault, although I can't say that that didn't happen.
Neutralizing projectiles.
Surrender to my will.
Now they're talking.
Score.
Oh my god! There's people arguing about apparently one of them was supposed to. Oh! Hello! Welcome in! That's a lot of people! Hi, everybody!
Architect always completes a task to perfection.
We're just playing some casual Overwatch. I've got two friends with me.
Everything by my design.
Aw, thank you for the follow, honey.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
The dream team. I'm the dream.
You're the team! I love that line because it's so pretentious. That's so pretentious of her to say. I will absolutely. So far, what's going on in this game is we're winning the first round, and somebody on the other team is complaining because apparently their game froze and they got killed while their game was frozen, and apparently our team was supposed to know that. You know, the usual. stand behind Tom just because I know he's got a shield. He has a shield. He's a shield and I'm out of mech. There we go. No longer. I have my mech now. I can absolutely take care of him. Get off my point. I got her. I can't get that though. Or maybe I can. Okay, that works. So I can come back again. Aw, thank you. Have some pancakes. I love pancakes. I am not starting the pancakes versus waffles debate though, because that we will literally be here all night. I do want to, at some point, I want to have a baking stream where I make cookies, but I still have to decide how I'm going to do that. Somebody said the other day that I should do, like a GoPro, kind of like just like strap it to me. The problem is that I don't know how to like do that where it's the right answer is French toast. French toast is pretty good. Boy, waffles are better. Oh no. I've started the debate. I feel like it depends. It depends on what you're doing with them, because I feel like when it comes to pancakes are a lot better when you have like lots of sweet with them, when you have things like sprinkles and like chocolate chips and things like that, but waffles are better for like fruits. Waffles are better with things that with like fresh fruits. So I just genuinely think that it depends on what you on your accessories of the pancake / waffle rather than the actual pancake or waffle itself.
Did I skip? In my world, there are no secrets.
I know how you waffle, sure.
System compromised. That party was boring.
All the way over here. Ooh, ice cream. That's a great way to eat waffles.
Taken the lead.
If you put ice cream with some ice cream and strawberries and bananas with some chocolate syrup, those are amazing. Strawberry jam, ooh, especially my family makes homemade jam, and so we make strawberry peach jam. We also make we do like a triple berry where it's like it's raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, I think, all together. And then I know it's at least blackberries and raspberries, but I don't know what the. We also have like a lemon blueberry one that we make, and then we have we tried making a peach one. We tried making like just a straight peach one, but it ended up not turning out very good. However, our strawberry rhubarb is pretty good.
Gotta go.
You just have to be really careful with the strawberry rhubarb, because if you mess up the proportions of either ingredient, it doesn't taste quite right.
Arriving at watch point, Gibraltar. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
I'm gonna be... Yeah. Oh. My mystery heroes is easier. I don't have to pick. I'll be Baptiste. Which one do I like the most out of all of the jams that my family makes? I like the strawberry peach the best. It just is really good on lots of things, and you can use it for sandwiches. If you put it with some peanut butter and honey, it's really good.
Failed another mission. Going soft.
Do not speak to me unless you wish to lose your other eye.
I'd still be the better shot.
We used to sell them at the farmer's market when I was younger, but we stopped doing that because the licenses where I live started getting really super expensive, and they started making it to where you had to renew them like every couple of months rather than like once a year, and it was getting to be too expensive to be able to keep our stand open. So that, and it was also spending like 18 hours in a commercial kitchen canning is pretty rough on the body. It was especially harsh on Mom, just because Mom's got really bad knees, and so standing in that kitchen for so long was just really bad for her. Oh shit. No, we don't do the farmers market anymore, but we still can at home. We still can at home every now and then.
Helping you out.
Used to make all the little signs for the farmers market stand. It was my favorite part. Was I always helped out with the farmers market stand, so I was there every Saturday and Sunday. I would get there at like, we opened at like 8. We opened at like 8 in the morning, and we got all the jams, and we also made pickles. We made pickles and we made jam, and we sold them both at the farmers market. We were actually pretty successful. The problem was it was just the licenses and everything started getting to be too much, so we couldn't handle it anymore.
Supercharge. Oh!
Reinhardt at your service.
Kinda don't wanna... Aw, thank you. Oh, hi. I didn't... Hello. Don't mind me. No, get him away from me. I'm a bad shot. Get him away from me. He's still over there. Ah, he still got me. Oh. There you go.
How about I try that again?
No one can hide from my sight.
I have a Pokemon Tumblr in front of me. It's just got water in it today. Oh, you know what I should do? I have, no, I should use the shaker bottle for that. I have to clean my shaker bottle. Pokemon Tumblr? Yeah, like a to-go cup.
That
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
It has my favorite Pokemon. Actually, it's got a bunch of cute Pokemon on it. It's got like Psyduck, it's got Ditto, and Gyarados, and Rowlet. It's got a whole bunch of Pokemon on it. Who's that Pokemon? The one that my favorite is? My favorite is Lucario. For the world's lamest reason. I just really liked the movie growing up. It was always on TV when I was home alone. Oh, he got me. You don't like Psyduck?
it's not over till it's over.
Ugh, sorry.
Enemies found. Preparing to engage. The payload is approaching its destination.
Suddenly my game was really loud and I couldn't figure out why. It was because I accidentally, personal reasons, that's okay. I feel like everybody's got at least one Pokemon that's like semi-popular, or at least really popular, that they don't like. The cool skin.
Play of the game.
Okay. What I should do, let me see if I have one. You. Hold on. Find me. Grab one of my D&D.
Welcome.
Here it is. Okay. Grabbing a D20.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
7. Okay. Almost 20. Have an idea, but we're gonna do it next round. Really? Split.
Time to save the world. Game on.
Five, four,
Yeah.
3, 2,
I'll do that.
1. Objective unlocks in 30.
20 doesn't really split 3 ways evenly. There's always going to be one that's like less, but I have an idea. I have a D20 here. And what I'm going to do is if it rolls between certain numbers, that'll decide what class I play. Like whether I'm a support, a tank, or a DPS. This is making me really nervous since I'm out of my mech. Okay, we're good now. Ah, McCree. Didn't even see him. Time is it for me? It is 9 o'clock in the afternoon. 9 o'clock at night.
And regroup.
We need to regain the lead.
Speeding up.
I usually go from 8 to like 8 to midnight or so is usually what I try to do, but I occasionally do afternoon stream. The thing is when it oh god. 100 hold on. 2000 is 8 o'clock. Yes, 2100, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not good with military time. Math is not my strong suit. However, my streams are gonna be less consistent. It's not the right way to put it. I'm just gonna probably end up being more on like a strict schedule for when I stream, just because my classes start here on Tuesdays, so I'm gonna be less available. A little bit worried about my classes, but I'm always worried about my classes right before they start. What classes do I have? I'm gonna be in algebra class this year. I'm gonna have in English class. I have computer sciences, and then I also have database construction, and then I also am going to be doing one more. So I have 4 classes, and then I have a lab that is associated with my algebra class. So my algebra class, basically, it has something called a support lab. It's essentially like a dedicated study hall just to be able to ask your teacher questions like individually about like specific subjects. It's essentially like a health course, which is always nice to have, especially with subjects that you struggle with a bit. So nothing crazy, but my my algebra class is 2 hours long. It starts at... Really? We're gonna stand in the corner. We're going... my algebra class is from... Is it 1 to 3? Yeah, my algebra class starts at 1. We get at like 3:15 or something. And then my English class is like an hour and 40 minutes. It's like almost a 2-hour class.
The lead's almost ours! Start pushing the barricade!
My lab class is only an hour since it's just a study hall, but on the bright side, this semester my study hall class as well as my algebra class are going to be the same teachers. Unlike last semester where I had 2 separate teachers that had very dueling ways to teach, so that was very confusing. One was very hands-on, the other was very hands-off. No. Should have figured out where my team was first and then come in here. Hold on, I have my planner near me. Figure out classes. Oh, it's right here. I was right. What's near me?
Helden sterben nicht.
There we go. Got my planner. I actually got a call from my college today going, oh, there's no classes tomorrow, which is odd because classes don't actually start until Tuesday anyway, but they said it's for weather reasons, which makes sense, considering that it was negative. Oh my gosh. Do you just get up really early or have you been up all night? Oh my gosh, you should go to bed. They canceled the classes for my college tomorrow, even though we don't have classes technically, but our weather has been kind of crazy the last couple of days. Gotcha! But, it's, the weather right now has been, so the last couple of days we haven't reached 0 degrees, and that's 0 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. It's been, I think, today was the warmest. It got up to 4 degrees. It got to 4 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's a skill issue.
Snowstorm about 1 or 2 ago. We've had some snow. It's just been 1 or 2 hours ago, yeah. We've just been cold. We've had some snow, but we've just been so cold. It was negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit last night. And then it only got to about 4 degrees Fahrenheit today. That's not so bad. No, not. Today wasn't too bad. But no, negative 10 was pretty rough. My poor kitty cat, she's been so cold. Oh, hey! What did I do? Oh, it was when I was trying to launch my ult, but couldn't. I got an endorsement. It hit negative 45 degrees in Alberta. Ugh. Is that with wind chill or just regular? Because with wind chill, we were negative 27. Regular? Ugh.
Traveling to New Jersey. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Yeah, it could, honestly, it could be worse. I just don't like the cold. I'm a very small person. I don't have a whole lot of fat on my body, and so I don't generate a lot of heat. I forgot to roll my dice.
Save the world? Game on!
3. Oh, I was gonna play tank anyway.
As quick as I used to be.
I,
I'm still the fastest gun in the new West.
I'm a very small person, and so I don't generate a whole lot of body heat on my own, and so winter weather is just not good for me.
3, 2, 1.
Anna, checking in.
Initial flashpoint. Arena.
Sleep schedule's all messed up. Mine is too, and it kind of sucks because I have classes coming up, and I need to be able to get up in the morning for them.
76 reporting for duty.
I've been trying for the last couple of days to get it all sorted out. Speaking of which, when it hits 11 o'clock or 2300, I need somebody to remind me that I need. Actually, well, I guess nobody's gonna. Never mind. I'll set a timer. I was gonna say, well, nobody can remind me because I live in a different time zone to everybody else. So everybody else's 11 o'clock is gonna be different. I got distracted. I have to take a medication. I'll take a medication in a couple of hours. Like 2. Set an alarm. Yeah, in 2 hours I have to.
You got this!
Is it 2 hours? Yeah, it's in like 2 hours I have to take medicine. It's 2 hours for me.
Nothing gets past
Medicine? It's just a sleep aid. Nothing intensive, it's just to help me. It's just to help me sleep. Just so that I can get back on a regular schedule.
Checking in.
Zenyatta is here.
Engaging thrusters.
I don't remember its name. Starts with an H.
Flashpoint unlocks.
I think it starts with an H. I don't know. I had to get a prescription for it. Ooh! Hi! Just jump! Just jump! You just jump. No! Good job. Okay.
That was only a warm-up.
They have superior numbers.
I have my algebra classes from my algebra support. Okay, so I have to go to the school tomorrow, regardless of whether I have a or not tomorrow. Tuesday, regardless of whether I have a class, just because I need to look for my classrooms, but also because I don't actually know if one of my classes is being that day because it's the lab, but I won't have actually had the full class yet. Cute. Oh, came at me. No.
Death Rider. It's high tide.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
My spirit.
All right, please. It is.
Round numbered. Stay
I'm gonna hide in this corner for it to
Flashpoint unlocked.
They're taking our point!
I'm just gonna distract until my team gets here. I'm a distraction until my team gets here. Well, that was a distraction. I've only killed one person. This is so pathetic.
My ultimate ability is ready.
Cool distraction. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No! I'll body block it. I couldn't body block it. Do you like American pancakes? Yes.
Don't tilt
I am American, so thus I enjoy American pancakes.
Defeat.
I feel like it's really obvious that I'm American.
Play of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. The thin type with really good jam? Yeah. Alright, let's see what my... Distracted. That's why. I didn't mean for that to be in all caps. Raspberry Pugs, the kids would say. Hold on, let's see what my dice says that I'm gonna be playing next. 13. 13 is a DPS. I have to be a DPS next turn. I have a pink, sparkly, clear,
Now
D20.
traveling to Petra.
Plenty of bombs to go around.
The snowstorm is still here. Oh no! I think our snow started back up like an hour ago, but I don't know if it's still snowing. All I know is that I'm going to it fooled you. All I know is I'm gonna have to unbury my car here in a little while, and I don't want to. Or not in a little while, like tomorrow morning. It's too cold. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go outside, and I don't want to deal with my... I don't want to deal with my car. Don't think I didn't see you. Jerk. Don't think I didn't see you, jerk. Ha!
Lead lost.
Imagine not being and having 75% frost resistance.
Traveling to prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
I'm Hispanic. The cold does not mix well with me. I have to be a DPS, that's right. Yeah, I'm... My mother is Hispanic, and so, we both don't handle the cold very well.
Plenty of bombs to go around.
My dad, however... My dad would prefer it to be cold all the time.
Looks good. One last diagnostics check couldn't hurt. Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
All you need for
I
battle
enjoy
is
being
your heart
warm.
and your head.
What about a hammer and shield?
Bonuses!
But that's mostly just because I'm a baby that doesn't produce body heat. I don't really sunburn, but I also don't like the cold.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I'm not gonna ask. You feel the cold getting in? Oh, that's the worst! Go away from me. Get away from me and away from her. Ugh. You guys are psychos. You guys are psychos that like the cold. Did I just get myself killed? Oh, no. Cold never hurt me.
I'm going back
The
in.
cold hurts me.
We're outnumbered. What? Don't let them take the point.
We have liftoff.
Objective lost.
Don't like full, negative 15. Gosh. Measurements. Measurements in my head. Is that in... What is that in American? Because I don't know how to do Celsius. Oh my god, that's... Shit. What is that? Oh my god, is that like is that negative 10? No. I can't do that in my head. Oh my god, what is that in Fahrenheit? I don't know what the I don't know what the conversion is.
Can't keep a bad lad down.
Now I truly feel alive.
Oh, it's 5 degrees.
Coming through.
I mean, I would prefer 5 degrees over like below 0.
Yeti, reporting in.
Sometimes you can't tell, honestly. If the sun's out, you can't tell. If it gets to be that cold some days. But you're still gonna want a sweater. Just to be sure. No! Okay. I'm a dumb American and the metric system is hard.
Buckle my shoe. There's mayhem to do. Blasting up.
For the Crusaders!
I see his little circle thing down there, so I know he's down there. You can play at that game. But I'll actually get someone. Or I'll fall into the abyss. Never mind.
No one can hide.
That was embarrassing. I really hope nobody saw that.
Oh, I'm ready.
My entire team was there. I think they all saw that. That was embarrassing. Oh, keep flying over the pit and it's making me nervous. Live in a place where we can use both, and I can't pick one because the other side will complain. I can't use the metric system just because I flat out do not understand how to do it because they don't teach that in American schools, and apparently they like used to a really long time ago, but they don't anymore. You'll learn the metric system if you take like specialized classes for it, but in American schools you do not learn the metric system.
It's go time. Meet your fate.
Oh, game is slowing down. No.
Still treading water.
I also don't know how to... Well, actually, no, that's not true. I was going to say I don't know how to write in cursive, but that's actually not true. Because when I was in elementary school, we got taught how to write in cursive, but they stopped teaching it to us after I was like... 4th grade? 9? No, I was 8. I think I was like 8 or 9 is when they stopped teaching it to us, and I started the first day of school and they were like, okay, remember that cursive thing that we were teaching you last year? Yeah, you don't have to use that ever again, so we're not teaching you it anymore. So I was like the very last generation in my school district to ever learn how to write in cursive. How to write and read cursive, so. And that was what, 14? I was 8 then. That was like 15 years ago. So I'm extreme. It also didn't help that when I was learning how to write in cursive, I had an incident with a door. I had an incident with a door when I was in 3rd grade on my first day of school where I slammed my thumb into a door and it ripped the entire nail off of my thumb. And so I was in a cast for like 6 months. And I had to learn how to write in cursive that year, but I had to learn how to write in cursive with my left hand instead of my right hand. I am right-handed, but so I had to learn a completely different style of writing in my non-dominant hand. So when they told me I didn't have to write in cursive anymore, I was honestly relieved because I no longer had to torture myself like that. Thank you. So I was genuinely relieved when I no longer had to to write cursive because I hated learning cursive because I genuinely hated writing with my left hand. And before you ask, no, that experience did not make me ambidextrous. You pushed cursive so hard in 4th grade that you forgot how to write in print. Honestly, I kind of wish that I had kept learning cursive just because, like, I don't know, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have because I don't really have a signature because of it. My like signature on like my driver's license and stuff looks really weird because I haven't learned how to write my name in cursive since I was like really little. I also struggle to read in cursive now. Like, I can read it, it just takes me a second. Like, I have to look at it, like, really hard, and, like, I almost have to read it out loud to make sure that I'm reading it right.
This should be fun.
It'll take me a minute, but I can read it. I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm, like, losing out, I guess. Distraction.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I'm with you.
Stop the pain.
Oh, ouch.
Attackers incoming.
I know cursive, but I'm lazy, so I just scribble when asked to sign. Basically, that's what I do as well. I have like a consistent signature now, but my consistent signature is literally just a squiggle. Like, it's not even my name. It's just something that I know is my signature. But my parents have such pretty signatures because they both know how to write in cursive. My parents both, whenever they sign things, their names are so pretty. Their names are so pretty. That's not fair. It's just not fair. I could always like pick up one of those like learn cursive with me books for like toddlers and try again. And like try and reteach myself. But I'm at the point in my life where I'm not going to do it because everything is computerized anyway now, and so I'm just not going. The only instance in which I'm going to need to know how to write in cursive at this point in my life is if I need to sign things, and I already have a signature to be able to use, so it doesn't matter. Your cursive print fusion. I have certain letters that I still do in cursive, so like my Y's and G's are all in cursive. Occasionally my my E's are as well, but for the most part I write in print. My handwriting is fairly neat in print. The problem is my handwriting is fairly neat in print, which means that I have very boring handwriting. But I guess that's a good thing because that means that people can see it. face. But also stop doing that. That's pretty! Oh, I would wear that. Just time my logs as non-recognizable as possible. I was gonna get somebody. It's okay. As long as I stay here. Deflect that idiot. I was mostly worried about the Overwatcher, so I needed to preferably not have him come back to life. There we go.
Play of the game.
Was it? What did he do? Got 2 people? Eh. Hi! I'm actually winning for once. And I can actually, while I have a second, I can look at my calendar. Have I been? I've been okay. My classes are starting up in about 2 days. So my classes start on Tuesday, but I have to log in on Monday to make sure that my online classes are set, because I'm doing 2 in person and 2 online. Number two what? I forgot to roll my dice. It's a 10. Oh, I have to play a DPS.
5, 4,
I'm a decent Junkrat. I wouldn't say I'm an amazing Junkrat, but I'm like an okay Junkrat.
initial flashpoint. Mark
It's win 3.
flashpoint.
Because we won the first game, we won one of the games of push, and then we won that last game. Take my bed. No, it's not yet. I have another hour. How do I have a band-aid? Oh, you're the first person that said something about it, actually. Before stream, my cat decided that I was a scratching post. That's okay, have a good rest. My cat decided that I was a scratching post before stream, and so she scratched me on my face, and I found out that there was a bandage asset in VTube Studio, so I put a band-aid on. You're the first person that said anything about it. Half of my point. Point is mine. I played it. Property of summer. I look at your model every time you talk. Aww. I feel like most people just don't bother. It's called eye contact. That's so cute. I put my calendar away. There we go. I kept thinking the band-aid is coming out of your nose. It's because whenever I turn, so it's not attached. It's attached to my model, but because it's an asset, it's not like it's a band-aid. I thought it was just because everything was blurry on my end. No, it's a band-aid. It does kind of look like it's coming out of my nose, but it was because it was either this or I had to attach it to my hair and it wasn't gonna look right, so. Why is everything why is it a tiny bit blurry? What, everything or just the Band-Aid? The Band-Aid probably just because it's so small. But yeah, my cat was mean to me right before stream, and so I put a Band-Aid on. Don't you play with me. Am I? Not where I'm supposed to be, but this works. Everything, or is it just you? I don't know. Is the stream blurry? Oh my god, is my stream blurry? Nobody told me! Oh no. I don't know how— oh my god, maybe that's why I was lagging earlier? Hold on, let me finish this game, I'll restart the stream. Because maybe it'll... here we don't say anything. No lag, but I don't want it to be blurry. It defeats the purpose. I think, I don't know. People are here for games, not here to listen to me yap, I can tell you that. Here for capping? I don't know. I don't know why people watch people stream. I am dying. I could use some assistance. Where is the nearest health pack? Somebody help me. Oh my god, somebody help me. Might as well go out in style. I'm listening. You for the nice mermaid lady. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Not gonna make it. Nope, not gonna make it.
Lost. Flashpoint ruins.
I've got all the stories. I wonder what everyone's favorite story has been so far.
Capture underway.
Create the T-virus? I did not create the T-virus. Unless you count me being sick with one thing and then actually having something completely different, because children's biology is really weird, where it'll look like you have one thing but you actually have a different, the whole umbrella thing. About how my mom looks like she works at Umbrella. My mom thinks that's hilarious, by the way. The fake $100 bill story. I just felt bad for her, dude. As a kid, she deserves to. Why I put that there, because if I had done that I would have just hit the ceiling. Ah! They have a Zarya now? Did they get a Zarya? Ah! I didn't see you. I had a lot of weird experiences at that store. My toy store, honestly, most days were pretty peaceful, but we had our days. We had our days where everything was just going Luckily, despite the fact that I worked at a toy store, where you saved the store where I saved Christmas. I did not save Christmas. Luckily, despite working at a toy store, I did not have to deal with like Karens. Really, I think we had a couple here and there, but like nothing like I went the wrong way. Nothing like intensive. I had a few, but not many. Like all considering, it could have been. I could have been working at like the Victoria's Secrets or something and like had to have dealt with all of them. Oh wait. Thank you. Help me escape. Or not. Or I'll fall into the abyss. I think...
Such perfidy cannot go unanswered.
Ain't that one coworker together? She was the worst. She really was.
We're gonna just let him take the point.
I think, honestly, I'm trying to think of what my worst like character was. I don't think I didn't have anything that was like, she called the police or anything, but like we never had an incident where we felt like we needed to call the police, with like maybe the exception of one. And that one was like mild. And that guy, it wasn't even a Karen, it was a Kevin guy. It was because his wife started it, but he was just not helping. We had Karen once. We had a what was going on? It was so my toy store was selling Pikachu plushies, and at the time Detective Pikachu had just come out. So it was the hot thing. Everybody needed Detective Pikachu merch for their kids and things like that, right? And so we had my store, we sold Pikachu plushies, but we didn't have detective hats that came like sewn onto them. They were separate. And so we had this like one display of Pikachu that had a detective hat on it to show it's like, hey, if you have a Pikachu, you can put a hat on it, kind of a thing. And on that display, we had tagged the hat to where its price tag was on there, so we didn't lose it. And this lady and her son come up to the counter. The son's probably like 9. Son's probably like 9 or so. And this woman comes up holding the Pikachu, and she sets it on the counter next to my boss at the time. And she sets it next to her, and she goes, "So this is $7, right?" And my coworker looks at her and she goes, no. What do you mean? She says, it says $7 on it. And so my coworker looks at the tag, and on the tag it says like detective hat $7 or something like that. Like it was specifically labeled as the hat was $7, right? Not the Pikachu. So the Pikachu was a $29 toy, and then that's American currency. $29 American currency toy, and then the hat was an extra $7. And so my coworker explained that to her. It's like, oh, actually, this doll is $29. The hat is just, it says right here, the hat is $7. And so the lady like looks at it and she goes, oh, well, I guess we're just gonna have to shop elsewhere. And then she like looks at her kid and goes, let's go. And then they like leave the Pikachu on the counter, and they like, she grabs her kid's hand and they leave. About 10 minutes pass or something like that, and this guy comes barreling into the store, mad as hell, and my coworker at the time had snipped off the tag that said $7 on it and put the Pikachu back on the shelf. I was now working at the counter, and I was bringing up one of our regulars. Our regular, his name was Sunny. Sunny had a disability, and he loved Pokemon, and so he wasn't very verbal, but he also didn't understand like other people very well, and so he was getting a Pikachu, and so I was helping Sunny check out, and this guy comes in the store, rushing in. He comes up to the counter and he grabs Sunny's Pikachu off the counter and starts waving it around in the air. demanding to know why it's not $7. This is not the display Pikachu that was being talked about earlier. This was a completely separate doll that belonged to a special needs regular customer. And he starts screaming about how it should be $7, and the tag said $7, and why isn't $7? And the wife and her kid are standing in the window. The son doesn't seem to understand what's going on because I think he was young enough that he was like he vaguely understood that like something was going on, but he didn't, I think, understand quite the social cues of, hey, you don't do that kind of a thing, and he wasn't entirely sure how to stop his dad anyway. And so the wife is staring in the window, laughing at us as her husband is making a scene in the store over a Pikachu that was mislabeled with a different tag. And then my at the time, her name was Jackie. At the time, she's like was my boss, and she looks over at the guy, and she's like, "Sir, you need to calm down and put that down because that's not yours. I will talk to you over here. I will talk to you over here." And I'm now very confused because I wasn't here for the first part of the conversation. I was only here for when he came in and started like harassing Sunny, and he starts screaming. And so like at that point, I'm like, I need to get this doll back because poor Sunny is standing here. He's so confused, but he doesn't say anything because he doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that his Pikachu has been taken. That's all he understands, and so he's doing his best to stay calm. And so I look over at the guy and I'm like, "Hey, sir, I need that back. That belongs to this man here." And he like snaps at me, and he turns and he looks at me and he goes, "You stay out of this." And he like pointed his finger like really, really close to my face. And then like all I'm doing is just trying to get the toy back. To which at that point, because he is now screaming profanities in the children's store, as well as he has now essentially held hostage this Pikachu doll, my coworker is like, "Okay, if you continue this, we're calling security." And then he left. He put it down and he left. I got Sunny's toy back. He checked out. He came and visited the other day. He was fine. He seemed fine, but it was so unbelievably ridiculous that some lady went to her husband and said, "We couldn't get a doll for $7 at the so-and-so toy store. You should go in there and start screaming at them." Like, what kind of husband does that? Starts out to put me into community service. Like, I don't just, my main thing is like, what kind of thought process went through his head, and what did she tell me? She must have told him something to be able to get him to react like that, and I don't know what she said. I would have beat him with the Pikachu. If it wasn't a stuffed toy where it would actually do damage, I probably would have too. It was my first. Oh my god! It happened like I had only worked there for 2 months. I was still new. I had just started learning how to like work at the counter. I was still new, and so it was my first Karen while working there. I guess it was Kevin, but like it was the first time I had encountered something like that. And I can't look at Pikachu plushies the same way anymore. I have several. I have lots of Pikachu plushies. But no, that Sunny, by the way, was one of the sweetest people. He was like, he didn't talk to us very often, and because he didn't really. We never really share what revenge for Sunny. Yeah, we never asked what his disability was, because honestly, it didn't matter. And so what we knew about him was that he just wasn't very verbal, and he was very childish, and that was basically all we knew. And he, after that incident, started coming in a lot, and he started requesting specifically me and Jackie to work with him. And so we started basically personally handling every time that Sunny came in, because he felt safer with us. honestly probably like some people, yeah, that was probably the worst one I had. I had several others after that, but like that was easily the worst. I guess it was also just especially memorable just because it was the first one I had and I had just started working there at the time. I went home, I was so angry after I had heard the rest of the story, after I had gotten like the other half of the story from Jackie of what had happened previously before he started coming in and making a scene. I was so angry. I like went home, I like looked at my mom and I just started yelling about my day. So you had like 7 Karens at your first job in 3 months. I very rarely had one, and which was odd considering that I was a manager, and so it was like my job to deal with them. I very rarely had them.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Where'd my ult go? That's over there.
30 seconds.
I don't know what's going on, but there's an angry mob forming. I was telling a story of the first Karen that I had at my previous job. I heard a different story from one of the other managers when she worked at a Starbucks. She apparently, so fun fact about Starbucks, did you know you can actually buy the bottles of syrup that they use for the drinks? The job I've started. I've gotten yelled at by Karen on the first day. I got yelled at. I worked at a different store once. So every store, my toy store, everyone that I have in my state is like an hour apart from each other, right? We had an incident. Or actually, no, this was a different time. We had the store manager of one of the locations that was like really, really far from me. Was quitting, and so it was her last day, and she wasn't closing the store for the day. So they needed a manager to come in and close the store, and so I was requested to go down there to work just for the afternoon. Just, hey, can you come down? We'll pay for lunch and gas. And I was like, okay. And so I grabbed my stuff. I got in the car. I drove like an hour and a half to get to the mall, and I went in. Her name was Nicole. Nicole basically, she walks up to me. She goes, "Oh, there you are." And I'm like, "Oh, hi, it's me." And I didn't realize that they had been like waiting for me to get there. And she looks at me. She goes, "It's great that you're here." She hands me the keys to the store. And then she goes, "Okay, I'm leaving now." Where's the deposit bag? What number do I punch in to get into the safe? Where's the lock on the door? How do I get out of here later on at night? Like, she didn't give me any information. She just handed me the keys and clocked out and left. So I started asking some questions, and she goes, "Oh, just find Madison." And then she left, and I was like, "Madison? Who's Madison?" There was like 6 people on staff. I didn't know which one was Madison, so I had to wonder who the fuck is Madison exactly. And so I had to wander around the store, looking at everybody's name tags, trying to find Madison. I eventually found her. She was really nice, but it was like, I eventually found Madison. And when I finally got myself situated, I got clocked in and everything. I went out onto the store floor. They had left me like a calendar, not like a shift schedule, to let me know when everybody's breaks and stuff were, just so that way I knew what I was going into. And he's yelling, "Sean!" I went out on the store floor. I had the clipboard with me, and I was reading through the clipboard. And at the time, the store was running in a way that we had like a certain direction that you had to go through the store because of COVID. And so we were running really slow, but we had several girls at different stations. This lady, I had been on the floor 5 minutes. Only 5. I literally had just clocked in. I'm looking at the schedule, trying to figure out who's who and where they are. This lady comes walking up to me and goes, "I need to speak to a manager." And I looked at her and I went, "Oh no." And I was like, "Oh, that would be me. How can I help you today, ma'am?" This specific store, for a little bit of context, is in a very affluent area. This is a store that is in a mall that is known for having a lot of money. And so this lady, and it's like, "Oh, how can I help you?" And so this lady's like, "Why do you have employees just standing around and not helping people? Because this is taking long time, and we should be at the front of the line by now. It has been an hour, and we're still in here. To which, at that point, I was like, well, those girls are actually there because they're at a specific station to be able to help customers with that specific thing. And she goes, well, they're being lazy and they should actually be helping people instead of just standing around, and it's your job to be telling them to go do stuff. And I would like to know what your corporate number is so that I can make a complaint about this store. I had been there 5 minutes. I didn't know this lady. I didn't know this staff. I was just there. I was just like, oh. I didn't know the corporate number. I just handed her some business card I found in the drawer.
That was interesting.
I didn't know the corporate number. I just handed her some random business card that I found. And I was like, well, go ahead and contact this number when you're ready, and I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I'll definitely look into that. Thank you for your suggestion. And like just being like the kiss up suck up that I had to be because it's a retail job and I don't get a choice. And so, and she goes, that's great. You should really try a little bit harder, honey. And then she like walks away. And that set the tone for basically the entire day. That store was known for being extremely busy. Not only was it a really busy, not a really busy like store, it was also just really rich. And so the people in there were rich and patient, and they were just, hated working at that store. Every time that they transferred me down there, I like cringed.
I've got you in my sight.
What's up?
Yeah, every time I ended up getting transferred down there, I hated it.
Heroes never die.
Like the other one that I typically got transferred to wasn't great, but it was like the people there were at least, especially considering that a lot of the time when I was at the second location, that other like location, I was typically alone, and so they would realize that I was alone, and then they wouldn't say anything. Because that store was really struggling with that. The workers pretend to be the manager and the worker wants to the grandpa just died. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Let the Kitsune guide you. My senses are sharpened.
Yeah, most of like the interactions that I had with like Karens were mostly just like one-off things that only happened just once, and it was usually around like when I started. The longer that I worked there, the easier that it was. Oh, I had a woman cough at me when I was during COVID, like the Christmas. Everybody had reopened for COVID, so I think that was like Christmas 2020. We had to limit the amount of people in the store, and it's like way too more TikTok likes. We had like a waiting list. You could have arrested her for battery. I could have, but at that point it wasn't worth it because our mall security was literally shit. They wouldn't show up for anything, and if they did, they would just go, well, I can't do anything about it because they aren't actually police. So I would have had to have called the actual police, and she was gone by that point. Also, my store didn't have any security cameras in it, so we had no way of finding her afterwards. But so we had a waiting list. It was almost like a reservation of like, hey, we'll call you when there's room for you to come back into the store because we had to limit the amount of people. And most people were like upset about it because they didn't want to have to wait, but most people like vaguely understood that it was because of COVID restrictions, so they would just reluctantly put their names on the list. I was on list duty. So basically, I was the person that got to stand at the front, and because I was management, they wanted us to get yelled at instead of the employees because we really needed those employees. We really needed those employees, and the less they got yelled at, the better. We had this I was not standing at the front at the time. I was helping an associate because she was new and she was having a problem with something. So I was like standing off somewhere else. And these two ladies come in to the store, and so I go rushing over and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We're actually running a wait system. We are not allowed. I can't let you come in." And then I like showed her the list, and she was like, "But there's nobody in here." And she was right. There wasn't anybody in the store, and that was because we had just called 9 families and we were waiting for them to show up. So at the time, the store did look empty. So in all fairness, she was correct about that. However, that doesn't defeat the wait list. We still had it. And so I told her, I'm sorry, but these are all the people that we just called. They're coming in as we speak, and like I showed her the list. We were 4 pages deep. It was a 2.5-hour wait to get in our store. And I like showed her the thing, and she goes, "You're going to make me put my name on a list for 2 hours instead of just letting me make something for my dying 86-year-old grandma?" And first off, yes, I am, because that's the rules. That's my company rules, and that's great. Yeah, since screw your name. I'm sorry about your 86-year-old grandma, but at the same time, I have rules I have to follow. This is my job. And so I told her, "I'm really sorry, but I can't let you in." And so what she does is she like repeats it again, like she's yelling at this point, and my boss has started walking over because she's realized there's somebody screaming in front of the store. And I'm just like very calmly trying to explain to her that she can't come into the store because we have a wait list and there is a 2-hour wait and she's not allowed. And eventually, after repeating herself like 6 times, she and her daughter finally like look at me and go, "You're a horrible person and you should be ashamed of yourself. My dying 86-year-old grandma would never do this." And it's like, okay, that's nice.
I'm with you.
I hope you have a, and then I was like, oh, and then they turned to leave, and I was like, okay, I hope you have a good day. And then she turns, I said that, and the lady turns around and goes, "What did you say to me?" All I said was and I was like, "I just said have a nice day." And she's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And then her daughter turns around. This daughter's like, the daughter, by the way, is like 30 something. She's like 36 or something. She turns around and she doesn't have a mask on. She turns around and she goes on me as she like walks away and starts laughing. My boss at this point had like walked up behind me to ask what was going on. They got kicked out of our store, and we did consider calling security, but at that point we couldn't because they had already walked away and our security wouldn't have done shit. After that incident, my boss looks at me and she goes, "Do you want to sit in the back for a little bit and be off list duty for a little while?" And I told her yes. And so I sat in the back for 15 minutes to calm down because I was shaking, because I don't like confrontation with people. I don't enjoy it. And so I ended up sitting in the back for a little while just to stop shaking at that point. I just wanted to stop shaking. And eventually I did. I calmed down and I returned to work because I still had like 4 more hours of work left.
Sit down, please.
You ruined someone's Christmas because you didn't have a big enough turkey? What? Like at a grocery store, you didn't have like one big enough for their family or something? Yeah, I got told a lot that I was like ruining people's birthdays or Christmas or things like that because our certain sales weren't actually going on, or it was like they came in on the wrong times, they couldn't do something. And so I heard a lot. It's like, you don't have this. Well, you're ruining my daughter's Christmas because you don't have this item. It's like, it's not my fault. You came in with a picture of our website that literally, it says on the item that you were looking for, online exclusive. Do you understand how many screenshots we saw of people bringing in stuff from our website that in their own screenshots literally said online exclusive on them?
Surrender to my will.
Summer mist. Yeah, that was my biggest pet peeve, was people coming in and talking and like with these pictures that clearly stated online exclusive on them. The only people that had an excuse were the people that didn't speak English, and so they weren't able to like really understand quite what it said. Like, those people had an excuse. The other like 90% of people that came in with those pictures just made me so angry. And when you would point out, well, it is actually in your picture, it does say that it is an online exclusive, they would like look at their picture again and they'd be like, well, do you have it? It's like, no! What did I just say?
Let the
we had a huge problem about 2 years in. About 2 years in, we had a problem with TikTok, actually. There was a TikTok that went around ruining their train ride because you wouldn't let people use the bathroom. It literally says on the website that no public bathrooms on the train. Yeah. One of the girls that I used to work with, actually, she worked at Disney. She was like a Disney associate for like a while. Not like the store, she worked at the park. And they had t-shirts, apparently, that were printed for the staff because the most common question that their staff got was, when is the 3 o'clock parade?
We got him where we want him.
She said that at least 4 people a day would ask her, when is the 4 o'clock parade? Or sorry, not 4 o'clock, the 3 o'clock parade. To the point where it was such a problem. I saved myself. It was such a problem that they had t-shirts printed for the staff that they would wear that said, the 3 o'clock parade is at 3 o'clock. It was such a problem that they had to print t-shirts about it.
The spring flows anew. Let me balance you out.
I'm trying to think of like what the most common question that I got was. Oh no, that sticky note's not working. Aw, I'll refund your points. I don't know what. I had to redo a bunch of the binds, so that one probably got lost in translation somewhere. No, it's okay. Are you sure?
Play of the game.
Funny you should say that. I wanted to be like nondescript about this, but no, it wasn't over there. I did, in fact, actually work at Build-A-Bear. That was the toy store. I feel like it puts things in a lot more context when I say exactly what kind of store it was. But, like, no. The most common question, is this a Build-A-Bear? Yes. The answer is yes. Do you work here? I actually never got answered that because I never got asked that because I had a apron on. So it was pretty obvious that I worked there. When I became a manager, though, a lot of people didn't believe me. Because I was 19 when I became a manager, and I looked like a child, because I always do. You always get asked that when you're at Walmart. I weirdly enough get asked if I work at Walmart. Bitch song. I had so many, like, kids ask me, are you still open? I hate that. Are you good? We also, we had a problem with the are you guys closing question, or are you guys still open? But that was not actually really the customer's fault. For some reason, my mall's website, like, had the times wrong. So originally, my mall, stated, like, that, oh, we need it. my mall was originally, we had, our hours were from
Climb straight to the top.
9 to 9? 9 or was it 10? It was 10. Sorry. We had we were from 10 to 8. Those were the mall hours. When COVID happened, they restricted the hours down to, we were open 11 to 7 or something. So they limited the hours just to limit exposure for the workers. And when that happened, they told us that they were going to eventually switch back. They never switched the hours back. Like 2 years later, and we were still working on the COVID hours. And so, and that honestly, it was kind of nice because we didn't have anybody in the store after 7 anyway. And so, or sorry, no, it was, no, we were 10 to 9, pardon me, and then it became 11 to 8. That was the hours. We didn't have anybody in the store really past 7. But the thing was, when they did change the hours for COVID, they didn't update the website for the mall. They never updated the website, and so our website still stated our pre-COVID times. And so people would show up at 8 o'clock when we were closing the gate, asking if we were still open or why we were closing early, but we weren't closing early. We were closing at the correct time. And the mall refused to fix it. And it wasn't their fault, because it wasn't like the customer's fault, because they saw that the website hours were wrong. They didn't know. One time we had just cleaned the grill and turned it off. It was 5 minutes to closing. Some guy comes in and orders a burger. Told him we turned off the grill, and then he proceeded to claim you were racist? Huh?
First round, 1.
I think, what was it?
Score 1 to 0.
At that point, just say yeah. My brother's first job, one of my old jobs had a very distinct uniform. You would still get asked, "Hey, do you work here?" Ours was at least obvious enough because we had like the bright blue aprons, and we had lanyards, and typically we were standing at one station or another. So it was very rare that somebody had to ask us that. But my brother worked at an Arby's. My brother's very first job when he was 16 was my brother worked at an Arby's. Already a rough start working at an Arby's. But he apparently one night he was working a night shift, and he had somebody in the drive-thru pulled a gun. Apparently, but the thing is, he didn't pull a gun at the staff. He pulled the gun on some other guy in the drive-thru. It wasn't even at the staff. He pulled the guy in the drive-thru. Apparently the guy in the drive-thru was taking too long or something. And so the guy behind him got out of his car with some kind of pistol or something and started threatening the dude in front of him with to move. And whoever was at the window moved because gun, and so they moved, but my brother was 16, and his friend worked at that same Arby's. That was the only reason why my brother worked at that Arby's, by the way, was because his best friend worked there. And
Heroes never die.
Oh my god, what was his name? He worked at that Arby's only because his friend works there. His friend apparently the next day, after the gun incident, his best friend goes to their manager and goes, "If we do not get a store shotgun, I'm quitting." They did not receive a store shotgun. My brother got fired from Arby's. my brother was fired a couple of months later because he swore at the managers. My brother got really angry about something, and he started screaming and swearing at one of the managers, and he got fired for it.
We got him where we want him.
My last job, they told us that we were allowed to sit. We were allowed to sit and stand around when we were done cleaning or prepping. Boss's daughter came to me yelling, "I don't pay you to stand around." And I said, "You don't pay us, your mom does." We never had an incident where it was like. So, fun fact, at Build-A-Bear, you're actually not supposed to. There's like a company policy that associates are actually not allowed to sit during their shift. The only time that you're allowed to sit at your job at a Build-A-Bear is if you suffer. And most stores do not follow this policy. I don't know when this policy was set up. I'm assuming that it was a long time ago, but most stores do not follow this policy. My store, however, was one of those stores that followed this policy, unless there was literally no one coming into the store. We had some leniency, but not much. So that's actually the reason I have sciatica, is because for 4 years I was working 8 to 10 hour shifts every single day, unable to sit down for most of my shift, and it was really rough on my body. And my thighs were in fantastic shape, but that doesn't mean anything when it means that you can't walk. The care fire me, but my people will be taken care of. Yeah, that was essentially kind of like the sentiment with the rest of the stores. But if our like district managers or something came in, we absolutely could not sit down unless we were like doing the job that required us to be sit. There were some things that were about that place that I didn't care for, but even though I don't have like I don't honestly have a whole lot of complaints about Build-A-Bear. I genuinely did like working there. I have like a lot of stories about things that I didn't like, but I did enjoy working. I wouldn't have worked there so long if I didn't. But I worked there for 4 years. I had a great time. I really liked my staff. Doesn't mean that I didn't have incidents. My old managers came in and started yelling at me, so I just ignored her. I had a manager before I started working at Build-A-Bear. I had a manager that hated me. I worked at a department store. I worked at just one of the department stores in my city, and I had a manager who was like 26 or something. 26, 27, like not 30, but also not like my age either. How did you have me so many jobs? Oh, I've only had 2 jobs in my entire life. I've only ever worked at Build-A-Bear in that one department store. I just worked at Build-A-Bear for 4 years, so I have a lot to say about it. But my manager at that department store, it was like a quiet night or something, and all of like the staff was talking about like video games or something, like things that we liked, and it was like one of my managers said that manager specifically said that she really likes Fortnite. And like, that's fine. I told her I don't really like Fortnite, and that was just because I didn't know anything about it. And I still kind of don't like Fortnite just because I'm bad at it. It just doesn't interest me. But I told her that. I was like, oh, I'm not really a big fan of Fortnite. And the second I told her that, it was like a switch was flipped in her. She hated me. I'm sure it's fun with friends, but I don't have any friends that play Fortnite. But she hated me. I told her, when I literally don't even own Fortnite. But, I told her, I'm sorry, I don't really like Fortnite just because I'm not very good at it. It's just not something that really interests me, and blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly she wanted nothing to do with me. She didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to be in the room as me. She wouldn't even look at me anymore. because I said I don't like Fortnite. And that was 5 years ago. That was like 5 or 6 years ago or something like that. There was another, it's because you're a woman with class. there was another girl, she was another manager. She was known as like a robot, apparently. There was like, I don't know why, it was just because she was very like business oriented. I liked her, she was nice enough. The problem being she was pregnant. And like, well, that's not necessarily a problem. The problem with her being pregnant was the fact that she kept going up ladders. She kept climbing up these rickety ladders that would sway under her weight, under anybody's weight, actually. They were just awful ladders. And they would like sway around while she was up on them. And she wouldn't have anybody stand underneath or like holding the ladder to make sure she didn't get she didn't fall off. And she was pregnant. She was a pregnant woman walking up ladders. The baby's gonna be a daredevil. I watched her do it so many times. I got so scared for her safety. You would do that? She was/is pregnant with triplets in the lab. She's on ladder roots. I was so scared she was gonna get herself like hurt. She was always fine, but like I was just such a big worry more that every time I saw her like even go near a ladder, I was like, ah. I did get yelled at once at that. I didn't get yelled at that department store more than like maybe twice, and that was because of the department that I worked in didn't work with anybody. I worked in an online department. Her boyfriend or husband or whatever was like, this is normal. I wish you would. I worked in a department that didn't handle the public. I worked in the online department where I basically pick, packaged, and send out all of the packages for people. And so I eventually did get moved up to the front, but even then I still didn't get yelled at because I was young enough that I think people felt bad for me. And so the only time I ever got yelled at that job was when I didn't even get yelled at in my own department. I was looking for a pair of shoes, so I went to the shoe department. I was looking for a pair of shoes for an order, and the lady that was working in the shoe department, she comes walking up to me and she goes, hey, can you watch the this area for me for just a little bit? I just need to go take my break and... Oh, ouch. I just need to go take my break. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Just can you hang out here so that there's like a person here to help someone? And I, like an idiot, said yes. I would stay here because I was still looking for the shoes anyway. So I was like, I'm gonna be here looking for something anyway, so I might as well hang out. And so, like an idiot, I told her, yeah, sure, I'll watch the shoe department for you for a little bit. And she's like, great. And so she left. She left to go to her break. She didn't go to her break. She went to her lunch. Yeah, pretty much. She didn't go to her break. She went to her lunch and didn't tell me. That lunch was not 15 minutes. It was 45. And so while I was waiting for her to come back, I had no idea what was going on because I didn't know where she was. And she was taking way longer than I was told that she was going to be gone. And so I finally peeked my head out of the shoe storage room and was like, hey, where's that girl? I started looking around. And this lady comes walking up to me and she goes, hey, can you help me find something? And I was like, sure, I can try. So I wandered out on the floor and I started trying to help this lady find this pair of shoes. And this lady was so angry. So this is what her request was. She shows me a picture and she's like, I'm looking for this men's shoe in a women's size.
I want to push the button.
Okay. Well, a man's shoe in a woman's size. So I don't know, and so I'm like, well, if it's a man's shoe, I'm not sure if I can find it, but I can help you look. And so I started looking around through all the shoes. So this shoe that she was looking for was a men's shoe. Didn't exist. She had our website pulled up, and so she was looking for this one shoe. Her son was with her 13-year-old. So she was looking for the shoes for her son. It was some kind of uniform shoe. And for some reason she wanted it in women's. But when eventually I never found the shoe. eventually it got to the point where she started screaming at me because I couldn't find this pair of women's shoes in a man's size, or this pair of man's shoes in a women's size. And so she started like pulling boxes of shoes off the shelves, like ripping their lids off and like looking for the pair of shoes herself. She's like, you shouldn't be working in this department if you can't find something. I didn't even work in that department. I was just waiting for someone to get back. And so after like 10 or 15 minutes of her just yelling at me and me failing to find this pair of shoes that she was looking for, that same manager who was pregnant comes by. The same manager who was pregnant comes by, and she like sees this commotion. She comes walking over and she's like, she slides in between us. She goes, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? And so she like took over for me. And I'm like, thank you for coming. I think her name was like Courtney. Like, thank you, Courtney. And so she like took over for me, and she let me go back to whatever I was doing. And so she handled this like belligerent woman. I only heard after that manager came and found me in the stock room because I was like looking for a toaster or something. And so she comes and she finds me in the stock room, and she's like, hey, are you okay? And I went, yeah, I'm okay. It was just a little bit alarming. And she goes, yeah, that lady after you left apparently. So she found the shoes that she was looking for, but they were on a mannequin. So she like wanders over to one of the mannequins, and she like looks at the man and she goes, that's the shoes. Those are the shoes. Give me those shoes. And this manager like sees the shoes and she realizes that they were on a mannequin. Fun fact, the store that I worked at could not sell a pair of shoes or anything off of a mannequin without the regional manager's permission. You had to get the permission of the regional manager, not the district manager, not the store manager, the regional manager, to sell something off of a mannequin. So this lady, so my manager tells her, I'm sorry, we cannot sell you that pair of shoes. Yeah, it was like really weird and strict for some reason for that. I think it was just because it had something to do with like like making the store look pretty or something. And so this lady starts screaming again because she found the shoes that she wants. They're right there. Why can't she have those shoes? They're on a mannequin right there. They're right there. Blah, blah, blah. And to the point where Loss Prevention comes by, and they're the security. They're like the private security of the store. They come by and they're like, the mariachi music playing. The Loss Prevention comes by and they're like, hey, what's going on here? And my manager explains what's going on. And so she got kicked out of the store. Her 13-year-old that's with her is red in the face. He's so embarrassed. Like when she was screaming at me, this poor kid was like telling his mom, hey mom, it's okay, we can just find another shoe. I don't need those shoes. We can just find another shoe. It's fine. He was like trying to get his mom to stop. And she just wouldn't. He was so embarrassed. And then they ended up getting thrown out of the store because his mom was screaming at our pregnant staff member because she couldn't give them a pair of shoes off of one of her mannequins. And that is the only time that I got yelled at while working at that department store. I worked there for 3 or 4 months. Excuse my mom. She grew up around me. We have Bridezilla on TV. We need Karen's R Us. Yeah, I worked there for 3 or 4 months. I was a seasonal worker, so I only worked there for Christmas. Thank you. So I didn't have enough time to really find them, and then I didn't work at the front until like my last 3 weeks, so it didn't really matter. We need to protect summer program. Yeah, that was the only time I got yelled at there, and it wasn't even for something that I was doing. It was just the fact that I genuinely didn't know how to find things in a department that I didn't work for, but I was just trying to help this lady. Thanks. Under my protection. Oh my god, the Genji keeps running away from me every time I try to heal him. Oh. No one can hide from me. I very rarely would get yelled at my jobs, but when I did, it was always an
Interesting.
Anyone interested?
What I'm saying is that we had a lot less problematic people on the ambulance when they saw me. My problem is that I look like a pushover because I'm so small. I look like a child, and so... which I'm hoping to correct. I'm hoping to correct soon. Somebody... somebody turn around and help me, thank you! Okay. How do you correct that? So, one of the main reasons why I look really young is actually my teeth. So, I have, one of the teeth that I have in... I'm missing a tooth in front. In front of my smile, I am missing a tooth, so I look very juvenile because it looks like I'm like a little kid that just lost like one of my first teeth. Like my favorite, oh, look, Mom, my tooth fell out, kind of like, that's basically what I look like. And when I was in high school, I wore braces and retainers and stuff, and I had a fake tooth attached to my retainer that was mostly to keep the space, but it also just corrected my smile so that I looked a little bit more normal. I don't wear my retainer anymore, so I still have that gap in my teeth, and it makes me look very young, but when I had that retainer in, I actually looked my age. And so I'm getting a correction. I'm getting a bridge, or yeah, I'm getting a bridge done this year at my dentist to be able to fill in that space finally for the first time, and for the first time since I had my braces, to one, help me with any kind of like problems I might have down the line for medical reasons with my teeth, but also because I just genuinely don't like my smile because it makes me look very young. I've always looked really young, but my teeth have made it so much worse because it looks like I just lost baby's first tooth. And so by correct, that's what I mean. I will be getting height extension surgery. No. I will be getting a bridge put in that will hopefully correct my teeth enough to make me look my age and maybe help me be a little bit more in myself. But that'll be done sometime in May. I'll keep you guys posted about that because there's going to be a segment of time where I'm probably not going to be able to talk very much because of that surgery, because I'll be in like a lot of pain and stuff just because of spacing and all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on that just so that you know that if there's going to be like a gap in streaming or something for that. I also, at some point, have to get my wisdom teeth taken out. I'll play assault maps. But I also eventually have to have my wisdom teeth taken out. When I was a kid, they told me we did like a bunch of x-rays and stuff. Ready for this cold front? I am not. It's already cold. It's already freezing. It is actually, let me look at the weather. It is 0 degrees. It finally hit 0. It's going to go back down to negatives in like an hour, according to my app. It hits Tuesday, right? Actually, it looks like Monday is going to be the worst. At least for me, anyway. See you gift the Discord. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I even showed it to my parents because I thought it was funny. But, no, I have to get my wisdom teeth taken out at some point because when I was younger, they told me I was only going to have one wisdom tooth, because they did, like, x-rays and stuff, and I only had one that formed. Apparently, I was just really, really late to the party because they recently did another x-ray of my teeth so we could get started with my bridge and stuff, and we found out that apparently I actually have 3. Louder. I found out that apparently I actually have 3 wisdom teeth, and so I have to have them removed at some point. They're not causing problems at the moment, and so it's not like a major, like, I have to have it done as soon as possible, but I am not looking forward to having my wisdom teeth taken out because all I remember is my brother. I was supposed to be able to never have my wisdom teeth removed, but that ended up not becoming the case as I got older. But all I can remember is my brother having his removed because my brother was on so many drugs. My brother was so out of it. You have 4 of yours, 2 are out, and 2 are I have 1 that's poking out, and then I have 2 under my pedestal. Intenta said he didn't need them removed. That was how I was supposed to be. They told me that I wasn't going to need to have mine removed, and then I got older and my other ones formed, and they ended up being in problematic positions, and so. Oh, get away from me! Stop it! But no, all I remember is when my brother got his wisdom teeth taken out. The only things that I remember really specifically is my brother apparently admitted to my mom that he had smoked weed while in the car. And then he also, which my mom kind of figured, but she was at least glad he finally told her, I guess, even though it was while she was on drugs. And then we got him home. We got him all settled into a blanket. Basically, we wrapped him into like a blanket cocoon on the couch and didn't let him move for several hours because he was still hopped up on whatever it is they gave him. And so we had him all wrapped up, and we asked him, what do you want to watch on TV? And so we let him pick the show. My brother really, really likes space. He loves everything that has to do with space. And so he wanted to watch a Neil deGrasse Tyson, documentary about space. And so we're like, okay, so we put on, I don't know, Cosmo, whatever it was called. And so we put on the space show that he wanted to watch. And he's like fine. He's wrapped around in his little blankets, and like an hour into this like movie show thing that he's watching about space, all we hear from the blanket cocoon, because we can't even see him in the blankets, all we hear is just, space is so pretty. And then that's the only thing we heard from him for another hour. All I heard from him was just, space is so pretty. And then he ate nothing but pudding for like 2 days. What's my post-operation? Just space story. I've never been in a real operation, so if I had to pick, if I were to watch something after I get my wisdom teeth out, I want to watch Pokemon, because I feel like that would be a trip on either Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Either one of those I think would be really funny. Every Pokemon movie. So when my brother woke up, my mom told me apparently when my brother woke up at like the actual surgeon's office. Man, Pokemon is so cool. When my brother woke up at the surgeon's office, Doctor Who, that would be awful on drugs. That sounds great. But my brother apparently when he woke up at the doctor's office after his procedure, they had Tom and Jerry playing on the little TV in their room while my mom is signing his discharge paperwork. My mom didn't know that he was awake yet. And so my mom's like looking down, she's like doing the paperwork and stuff, and she finally she's on like the last page or something, and then all of a sudden from like her side, she hears my brother goes, Tom's building a road. Because apparently he was like, there was some like plane episode of Tom and Jerry or something. My mom like looks over at my brother and goes, huh? My brother's like, his head's like going side to side, and he's watching Tom and Jerry. He was having a good time.
I aim to devastate. Superb.
But no, I will eventually have to have my wisdom teeth taken out, and I'm not looking forward to it. Space is so cool. The screen was off, that would have been worse. But no, I'm not looking forward to having my wisdom teeth taken out. Mostly just because the idea of being completely out and not knowing what's going on around me just...
Quintuple kill. Sextuple kill. Double, triple kill. Quadruple kill. Quintuple. Welcome. Prepare to attack.
Is actually good at hitting her shots too. In all fairness, literally none of those targets were moving, and neither was I. I heard drinking pineapple juice before an operation will keep swelling down. Really? I didn't know that. I promise you, I can't play a sniper if anything is moving. I can only play a sniper against bots or if my targets aren't moving.
A mech as flashy as yours will show up on every radar.
That's just the way I like it.
Say maybe. Nah. No to drugs unless they are medical, unless they are like under the. Just no to drugs in general, actually. If you have to be like put under for doctor's appointment, that's fine. But like,
Bring the noise.
bring the noise.
Hey, bring the noise.
Diva.
Bring the ruckus.
Wanna hear something scary? Wanna hear something scary? Wanna hear something scary? Easy mode.
One. Attack. Capture objective A.
Stream sniper? I don't know. I don't know enough people, and I am not big enough to have a stream sniper. Bring the noise. I could certainly bring the noise, but I can't tell you if it's gonna be good noise. Protect me! Protect me! No! Do we have a healer? Oh shoot, we don't.
Hello there.
Don't worry, I'll be right
I thought we had a healer, no we don't.
I don't go to many parties.
Neither do I. I also don't go to any parties. I don't think I've ever actually been to like a proper. No, that's not true. I've been to one. I've been to one party. Like proper party, as in like not like a birthday party or something. Like I've only ever been to like one proper party in my entire life. And the guy whose party it was like one of the sweetest people you would ever meet, and so I knew I was gonna be safe and like that nothing bad was gonna happen. And so like a bunch of people that were there were like parties were always really awkward for you. I have never been to a work party. But no, I've only ever been to one party in my entire life. It was my friend Matt Ray. It was his birthday party, or not his birthday party, it was his graduation party. We always called him Matt Ray, but I don't really know why. I think it was just because we all knew a bunch of Matts, and so. Because like, it was like we knew a bunch of Gabes too. I knew so many Matts and I knew so many Gabes. Your school pizza parties count. I mean, I guess. Never got one and left.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
I never knew why we called him that. It was like how all of our Gabes had like weird nicknames. Like I think there was Skinny Gabe, there was like Creamy Gabe. Do not ask me why his name was Creamy. I don't know, and every time I've had it explained to me, I still don't get it. But there was Roadkill Gabe, and then I don't remember it. It's been so long. It didn't make sense to me at the time, and it still doesn't make sense to me now. And then there was like I think Freshman Gabe. It's been so long I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I just remember it being really weird because that's such a strange name to give it. Roadkill Game. It was because he smelled. He was like, he was just kind of a gross dude, and he always smelled, and so everybody called him Roadkill Game. He did. He smelled awful because he wore this one jacket. He wore this one jacket that Broken Leg Gabe. I don't think so, but. Not only was he really, why not Smelly Gabe? It depended on who you asked. There was Smelly Gabe and Roadkill Gabe, kind of depended on who you asked. He was kind of both. But, When it came to that specific Gabe, he was a creep. Not only did he smell awful, but he was this massive. So nobody felt bad calling him that because he was just a dude. And he wore this one like leather jacket. The reason why mostly he was called that was because not because he smelled, because this jacket that he wore, he never washed it. Not once. It was some faux leather jacket that he bought and then puffy painted angel wings onto the back of, and then he wore it every single day for years. Years and years and years. And so it was just, you could just smell years of BO on that jacket. It was disgusting. It was so gross. Like, I understand not being able to wash leather jackets because they're kind of like, because they're like, you can't really get them wet, but at the same time, you could at least Febreze it. At least attempt to try to smell not like BO. He was so, like, not only did he smelled really bad, but he was just super creepy to like every girl he ever met, including me. He was just really weird to girls. Like, it wasn't like he was just awkward. You could taste the smell. Yeah, it was one of those kinds of things. It wasn't that he was just like an awkward teenager that just didn't know how to talk to girls. Like, we're talking like this guy was like I think he followed me home once, and then he was convinced that I had a crush on him because he thought that I winked at him once, which was not true. Because what I did was, at the time, I didn't know who he was, and so I, like, waved at him from across the street because we had, like, a similar route home. And so he thought I had winked at him at that time, and for the next year, he was convinced that I had a crush on him. Like, we're talking, like, one of those kinds of people. Like, I went through my awkward teenage phase, but I never did anything creepy like that. Yeah, he was friends with one of my friends at the time. So the first time that he ever came over to my house was because my friend, his name was Cody. My friend Cody at the time, I was borrowing his copy of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I was borrowing his copy of it, and so I was playing it at my house, and he needed it back, and so he walked to my house from his neighborhood. He walked to my house so he could get his game back, because none of us had cars at the time, and he brought Gabe with him. But the thing was, they had stopped at Walmart before showing up at my house. Nothing too out of the ordinary, whatever. The problem was what they bought at Walmart. I'm starting to think you attract weirdos. I do. I actually do. But the problem was what they bought at Walmart. They bought machetes. How did they buy machetes? I don't know, because I thought there was like a legal age or something to buy machetes. But they went to Walmart and they bought machetes. Because Cody was a weird kid, and he was a brony that really liked like zombie like prep. He was one of those guys. And so they went to the Walmart and bought machetes, and then went to my house to go pick up the game. The thing was, they had the machetes with them when they went to pick up the game. And so this guy that I didn't know showed up at my house with my friend Cody, wielding a machete. And my brother came down the stairs while I was getting the game. I was getting the game for my friend, like out of my Wii and back in like the case and everything to give to him, ladies and gentlemen, the Midwest. And so I gave him the game back. My brother came downstairs and he saw these two guys, which he did not know. He didn't know my friend Cody, and he didn't know Gabe either. I barely knew him. I knew his name, and that was basically it. My brother comes down the stairs and he sees these two dudes in my house with machetes, and he goes, "What is going on here?" And I explained, it's like, "Oh, my friend Cody's just picking up his game." Like, I didn't think too much of it. Like, I knew it was a little weird, but I was just trying not to acknowledge it. And then my brother did not leave downstairs. until my friend and Gabe had left. My brother stood in the living room with us, watching me put the game in the case and give it to my friend, and then watched them leave. Out of fear of these people.
안녕.
Hi. Help you? Aw.
5,
Is your brother built? Oh,
3, 2,
my brother is 6'2", but he's thin, but he's built, but he's thin. So lean is, I guess, the best way to put it. My brother can have an intimidating presence only just because he is just very tall. He's very tall. Gabe and Cody were not tall guys, and my brother just being older at the time, and also just because he was one of those, like, he doesn't outwardly look strong, but he is very strong kind of people that just kind of, my brother just decided to stay down there for me just in case. And then Gabe never came back over to my house again. I think that was the first and only time he ever came over to my house.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah, my brother's not a big guy, but he's very lean. He goes to the gym, he works out, he's pretty strong. Somehow this all contributes to your decision to V2 for sure. Well, to be fair, I don't have to have like a camera so people can't see me and like stalk me, so I guess that's always like a good thing. I just realized I can get into my back now. That One Punch Man? It is! Where is he? I don't know where he is. Yeah. They did a One Punch Man collab, and so Duke just got a Saitama skin, and Kiriko got a Tatsumaki skin, and then Soldier got Moomin Rider. And then Genji got Genos. It is here. I'll show you the skins in a second. Maybe I can convince. Hey! Look at me. Actually, no, don't look at me. Deal with the fight first, and then I'll show you. Even the rider. Yeah, I'll show you the skins here in a second. I'll after this. He's your fave. Losing to a McCree, and I don't like it. It's hitting me. No! How is he not dead? I don't know.
Don't tilt, Hana. You got this. I'm ready to initiate
No one can
self-destruct
hide
sequence.
from my sight.
They're all kind of spread out, which I don't like. Gotcha.
Engaging thrusters.
Don't you dare. Get out of here. Ah. How are you alive? Stop being alive. Got him at the last second. If I stand in this corner, no one can stop me. I lied. Everyone can stop me. No! Somebody left. I don't know who it was.
Reset and regroup.
Let me acknowledge that the last hour has been a wild ride. I'm so sorry.
Engaging thrusters.
Also, I think I saw somebody mention my medication. Yes, I will grab my medication from the bathroom really fast, and then I will show you the One Punch Man. skins here in a second. Here you go. This is the cringiest thing you've ever experienced. In what context? Like with people I've known, things I've done. I'm not mentally ready. Any? Oh god, I don't know. Ever experienced. I like that this implies that you have lots of them. Well, I mean, like, I was a big nerd. I was the president. I was the president of the anime club for 3 years, dude. Like.
아직 전투 중이라고. Engaging thrusters.
Oh god, I don't know.
어림도 없지.
Oh, I know. Actually, no, that's not cringy. That's just embarrassing. I had in front of class, no, but I did learn how to do a lot of the dances from Hatsune Miku videos when I was in high school. So I learned them. I can't say that I didn't do that. I would guess it's not really cringy. It's more just really embarrassing. I had a incident when I was in my sophomore year where my class was playing a game, and it was like a grammar game or something. So the teacher wrote like a sentence for it to like fix the sentence, right? We were supposed to like fix the sentence, and what she wanted to do was she decided that it was gonna be like versus two students versus each other, right? Because this class had 70 students in it, and so it would have taken forever to go one by one. So we did 2 by 2, and I was put up against a band kid, and we had our sentences written on the board, and we had to fix them. What we had to do was we had to stay at the back of the classroom, and we had to wait until it was like 1, 2, 3, go, and then we had to rush to the front, fix the sentences as fast as possible. The problem was that the area that we were supposed to run in was shaped like a T. So it was like we'd run down the same middle row, and then we'd split off into two directions and then fix our sentences. I tripped. I got all the way to the end of the thing, and then I tripped. I hit the wall, and then I rolled across the wall, and then I jabbed my side into the marker holder that held like the expo markers where the where the whiteboard started. And there were several students in my class filming when it happened. So I not only crashed directly into a wall at breakneck speed in front of my entire 70-person class, but 4 people were filming. Like 4 or 5 people were filming that encounter, and I know it ended up on the internet somewhere. I don't know if it ended up on Snapchat or what, but it was sent to many, many people. At least in my school. I don't know. It's not like a viral video or anything. It was just a lot of people ended up seeing that video, and it was very embarrassing. Show me the girl eating board. Okay, really quick. Let me go get my meds. I'm going to leave it on Doomfist with Saitama while I go get my meds. Give me just 1 sec, okay? Because I just have... Okay. Now, the year before that, I had another incident of tripping and falling in front of my class. When I was in my freshman year, it had just snowed, and I was late for class, and so I was running to my biology class, and there was a puddle on the floor, and as I was like running into the door, I was like, the bell was just about to ring. I'm running through the hallway. I hit the puddle. I hit the puddle dead on with my foot, and I went down to the floor, and I slid into my classroom on my butt. And everyone saw me. I got mistaken for a middle schooler once when I was in high school. It was my first day. It was my first day of my freshman year. And, I was... Oh god, what was I doing? I was out in the hall. I got lost. I think I was looking for my math class. I was out in the hall and I got lost, and some student council girl came walking up to me. Our student council was like... It was called StuGo, so it was actually student government. But our student council basically was a bunch of, like, kids that I don't honestly think people liked because I never met any of them, and I never heard anything about any of them, so I don't know if they actually had any friends besides each other. And, when I was out in the hall looking for my math class, I've got, like, my piece of paper in my hand. I'm like, is this the right hallway? Is this the right hallway? And I was, like, wandering around. This StuGo girl walks up to me, and she's like, what are you doing here? And I, like, turned around, and I looked at her, and I'm like, I'm looking for my class. I'm just lost. Can you help me find my class? And she's like, you don't look like you belong here. Where's your ID? What? And so I was wearing my ID. It was around my neck. I wore my ID every day on a lanyard around my neck for 4 years. But I had my ID. I, like, pulled it up, and I gave her my ID on the lanyard. It was a fairy tale lanyard because I was a cringy 13-year-old. I wasn't even 13. Actually, no, I was my 14th birthday. And it was my 14th birthday. I gave her my ID on my cringy little lanyard, and she looks at my ID, and she's like, oh, so you do actually go here? I thought you were supposed to be at the middle school. Why on earth would I be at the middle school? Why on earth would I be wandering around in the high school if I'm supposed to be at the middle school? I'm not that stupid. Like, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Yeah, my first day at high school, I looked like a mess. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh my god. I had Vans high top shoes, a nice dress that was yellow and blue striped. I had on a Full Metal Alchemist red hoodie with my fairy tale lanyard and a purple galaxy patterned backpack that had like music or something written across the front. I looked awful. My mom has a picture of it on her Facebook. I look so bad. I don't know what I was thinking. My pants, by the way, were like pink and purple. Nothing I wore was matching. I would still be friends with you. Thank you. I looked like I had no... And then I was carrying around a pineapple, which wasn't helping. So the story with the pineapple is my brother's 2 years older than me, and so he was already going to my high school at the time. His friends had like an inside joke is that whenever it was your birthday, you would be gifted a pineapple. And the rule was you had to carry the pineapple around with you all day for the entirety of your birthday. They would like break into each other's lockers just to be able to place these pineapples into their lockers, right? My first day of school was my 14th birthday. And so my first day of school, not only do I look like a wreck because nothing that I am wearing is matching and all of it is cringy, I am now also carrying around a fresh pineapple in my arms because I am not allowed to put it away. Birthday is August 1st. No, my birthday is August 22nd. Where I am, we start in the middle of August, but my birthday is pretty much always consistently the first or second day of school. It has changed a little bit over the years where I've been like maybe like I think the latest I've ever had my birthday was like the 4th day of school or something, but generally speaking my birthday is either the 1st or 2nd day of school. And so I wandered around my high school on my first day in the world's worst outfit, carrying a pineapple. Your birthday's the last day of summer. Oh, that's fun. But no, my first day at high school was rough. I had a rough first day. Who else? Here he is. Here's the Genos skin. You turned out all right, right? I think so. I think I turned out okay. Got a random ad. Here's Genos. And yeah, Genos from One Punch Man. Genos. Sorry. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Genos? Is it Genos and I'm just stupid? Geno? I thought it was Geno. I haven't seen one. I mean, I have. I've seen like a little bit of it, but not a ton. Yes, the robot guy. And then we've got Tatsumaki. Who actually, fun fact with... Oh, not that. Woo! Yeah! Fun fact with the Tatsumaki one. She also... Emergency! She also, released with a, specialty pose for this one as well. I think they all did, but this one specifically is for her. Who's this sexy lost child? Yes. Exactly. And then Soldier had Moomin Rider. I feel like Twitter went crazy with the skin. Which one? This one or Kiriko's? Here's Soldier's Moomin Rider. Katsu? Yeah. Her little sister better. I don't like the older sister. Do I have it? I do. So this one released with a special highlight intro as well. And then, Doomfist also has a special highlight intro. Yeah, so he got a highlight intro as well. And then he has a couple of voice lines. Keep pressing this. This is not what I mean to be pressing. Voice lines. He also released with
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, then a 10-kilometer run.
That as well. Yeah, they kind of went all out for the One Punch Man collab. I genuinely liked it, actually. And I really like this skin. Like, the hair is a little weird, but I genuinely...
Only Punsy.
You tried his workout? Did you? Is it really rough? Also, just this victory pose specifically, the terribly impressive victory pose, looks so cute with, like, all of the other skins. Like, it works for all of them. It's horrible. Oh, no. Yeah, the Tatsumaki pose just kind of works with all of her skins, and I can appreciate that. You survived 2 days. Oh, man. Hero is currently disabled from ranking games? Why? Are they doing a rework? The green-haired lady and her sister are annoying. I don't know much about them. Best character in One Punch Man? I don't have an opinion, only just because I've only seen, like, maybe 2 episodes of it. Hero request isn't letting redeem for some reason. But I want one game of Doomfist from you. What? Ugh. Fine. Oh my god, I don't think I even know what he does. He has like a...
Our future will be forged in contact.
Okay, he has punch. What? Didn't see anything. Don't ask me that. Don't you what happened me. Okay. He has fist gun and punch and God. Alright, I guess we're learning on the go. Advertising training.
Select your hero.
Our future will be forged.
Do I have my
in
heart on him?
contact.
No.
Power means nothing if you do not put it to use.
I only have I have a pizza.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Alright.
You'll be safe if you stick with me.
I have punch.
This is your warning.
Gun fist. I have gun fist. And whatever this is, I got a slam. Can I go? I would like to leave. No! Go away! Can't do this! Oh my god! Beat up by a Moira. Please help me. Don't revive me.
In hardship, we find strength. Seismic shock.
Don't look at me. I'm not a Doomfist player. I don't know how to play Doomfist. Go away. I'm gonna get yelled at in the chat. Both on Twitch and in game. My Mercy's gonna comment. It's going great. I have a kill. Just you do. Oh, it's like a guard? I have a guard. Do it. Thank you. Stop running away, you coward. Just stop running away, you coward. I did something. Something happened. No. It's not going great. I look like an idiot.
Best round.
This time we'll crush them.
She was doing it.
Score 0-1.
I can't do this. Absolutely, I am not. You are such a liar. I have 2 kills. I have 2 kills of 500 damage.
Still got it.
5, 4, 3,
My friend believes in me.
1.
I got 2.
Capture the objective.
Slam.
Here I come.
Punch. Is that the sequence? Is it slam punch? Or is it punch slam? Or is it neither? And it's just gun. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. No. 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 Thought I could go up. I could not. anybody else have a hero request?
Clear the point.
Punch! Slam! No! Offensive mercy? Like, as in, like, battle mercy? Oh, shit. As in, like, battle mercy? Or as in, like, like...
I rise again.
No heals, all gun? I am pretty sure my team would actually murder me if I did that. No! I didn't have enough distance. Ah! No, I didn't. Just that bottled water. Aw.
I will strengthen this.
Heroes never die.
So, Twitch has this thing that it's like, oh, you can do like a community goal. Like, and like you raise like points or something for like community goals, right? What am I supposed? I want to make a community goal. The problem is, I don't know like, I don't know what like the goal should be. I don't know. Maybe I should have it be I'll play Cuphead. I fucking hate Cuphead. I'm bad at Cuphead. I am like the world's worst Cuphead player. I have beat. You want to know how many levels I've beaten in Cuphead? You want to take a guess? You want to take a guess at how many? Oh my god! You should main Doom. You are such a liar. Two. Anybody else have a guess on how many levels I have completed in Cuphead? Zero. I have completed a total of 1. I've only ever beat 1 level in Cuphead. Actually, no, that's not true. It is 2. No, it's actually 2. I've beaten the first level, and I beat Botanic Panic, and that's it. That's how much I suck. That's how bad at Cuphead I am. It just it fills me with like an unbelievable rage. So the tutorial. Yeah. Cuphead fills me with so much rage and anger because I'm so bad at it. Maybe, you know what? I'll do that. Hold on. Your Cuphead stream? Here, I'm gonna do this. Give me just a second. See if I can figure out how it's in here. Stream. It's gonna have to be on a day that I don't have my parents at home, or at least when my dad is working. Is it a managed goal? Oh no, it's in over here. Manage rewards and challenges. Create a community challenge. Oh, my mother would literally kill me. Challenge name. What should I name it? Cuphead stream? I don't know what the goal is. Oh god, what should I make the amount? What is like a reasonable amount? Because it's like a community, so it's like everybody. Everybody all combined together, right? We'll do 1 point now. Oh, I don't have a picture. I don't need a picture. Aw, thank you, honey. my favorite color. And I must see. Okay. Create that. Create a community challenge. Okay. That go through? Shoot, I don't think it did. I'll figure this out later. Maybe it doesn't want to go through because it's like during the stream. It's fine. It's fine. I'll figure it out later. Don't worry about it.
Now traveling to Kanizaki.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Gun mercy. Gun mercy is a bad idea. Don't you shoot at me. That cheater put up a turret.
Taken the lead.
Here we go. DPS Moira? Isn't Moira just DPS to begin with? Ah! No! I'm a bad shot. Don't come near me. No, and he can go with me. You're so mean. DPS Moira. Okay.
Humanity is shackled. I hold the key.
This is my skin for Moira. This is called Lilith.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
She's a healer. I know that. Like, this is like, I have two others. I have Pale and I have Magma, but I think Lilith.
Humanity is shackled. I hold the key.
But her nails remind me. I have to go get my nails done. I was gonna get them done on Tuesday.
5, 4.
I haven't decided on what color I want to do my nails yet.
1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
I haven't done like French tips in a while, but I kind of don't want to do those. Wait. Don't mind me. Oh. Okay. Going great.
My essence has reformed.
The enemy has stolen away our friend.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to wander Pinterest for the next day or so, see if I can find a cute pair of nails. Cute pair. It's a cute set, not pair.
There is no need to fight.
Okay, fork, please. Thank you. Oh, I got somebody. I got the other Moira.
They've taken the robot. How irksome.
It's our turn. Let's push forward. I'm on fire. What else is new?
An inevitable occurrence.
Oh shit, meds. Damn it. Hold on. Next death, I have to take my med. I got it, I set it over there, and then I didn't take it because I was talking.
Start pushing the barricade.
Careful, we're outnumbered. Reforming.
Hi.
Let's take the robot back.
Ah. Don't ask.
Great minds. We must stop the enemy from advancing.
Hold on. I'm I'm just gonna walk. Hold on.
Sniper, don't get caught.
They must not take the lead!
I'm getting killed because I'm walking in a straight line because I'm trying to take my med.
No opposition
Look at
is
me.
insurmountable.
Okay, we're good. We're all good.
Robot ignited.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I feel like she was really close to me.
Het universum zingt
Ah! Ooh, kept dying. You're welcome. Doesn't a DPS Moira just not care about healing?
Activating self-destruct sequence.
I am not good at
Possession of the robot.
Ah. Yes.
My spirit burns.
I feel like I'm like mocking Moira's right now, but I'm not. It's just because they don't know how to play her. Her like fingers weird me out.
Repairing your cellular makeup.
Also, the way she talks irritates me. I just all around find Moira irritating.
Let's start the push.
Hey, guess what I have? I don't know what this does. Woo! Doesn't matter. Because I fell. Damn it. I wasted it. Don't look at me.
I've dealt with cynics
Don't,
before.
don't say anything.
enemy has
Don't.
taken the robot.
I know.
Get him back.
Oh.
Hello there.
Don't look at me. I am what you could call the world's worst Moira. Kind of is.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
My friend put in the chat, he's like, are you expanding your hero profile? Don't ask.
Enemy over here.
The odds lean heavy against us.
A tip popped. I shouldn't have jumped in there. What was I thinking? Oh my god.
No opposition is insurmountable.
Unless you're me playing Moira, and then I will die. You might have been better at doing this. I think I have played Moira for a collective 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm doing.
Now, to start anew. Time to put a stop to their efforts. You're
We
broken.
must stop them from taking our lead.
Come back? I don't think so. It's cute that you think that I can do that.
The robot is in our possession.
That's right, I have a ball!
A taste of poison.
Shit!
Heroes never die.
Don't look at me.
Ruination is
Activating self-destruct sequence.
This is our last chance to stop them.
Don't look at me. so ashamed. Oh shit! I got res. I wasn't looking. We still won! I was still alive? I thought I was dead.
Play of the game.
Oh, I thought that was me for a second. I was like, there's no way. Face down. I am face down into my desk right now. It's so embarrassing. That was so bad. Oh man. My cheeks are hot. Does anybody else have a hero request? This is the stream of all time. Okay, anybody else have a hero request? See if my friend has one. You're still alive? No! I thought I got rezzed.
Welcome to Paris.
My cheeks are hot.
Taken the lead. Lead lost.
Oh yeah, I have a ball. Oh man. I played her for like maybe 5 minutes at the most. I don't know how to play her.
Taken the lead.
Like,
Humanity is shackled. I
ball. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt that guy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Anybody got a suggestion?
Select your hero.
Who else you don't play? I don't play Sim. I am not. My friend's like, yo, you should play Torb. No! Ugh. Even better. Ugh, I'll do Sim next time.
Tools in hand.
Sim next game. Sim's his favorite, so.
Armor check, turret check, backup turret check, second through fourth backup turrets check, check, and check.
Jesus. Okay. Gun. Big gun. Left shift is turret. What does E do? That's overload, right? What does overload do?
Well,
Does it make me stronger?
all have ultra powerful gauntlets.
Stars real high. You're so mean. I don't know what a good place for a.
5,
Or maybe.
Make your maker proud.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
No.
Stop the payload.
It's angled. That was probably a bad spot. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. No! At least Torb has a proper gun. Ow! Grab it. Oh. His actual height is 2 feet.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
I'm a whole 5'2".
Stall that payload, or else.
They outnumber us. Careful.
Eh.
Turret in position.
No. My turret's already dead. No. Yeah.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Back down. Not a chance.
Okay. If they're going over there, then a good spot for the turret is because it always just gets nuked the second I put it down.
I've got you in my sights.
Reality bends to my will.
Or maybe? Ah!
It's going to get
There we go.
interesting.
Look at me go! Not actually helping, I'm just kind of a body. I'm just standing here. Don't touch the turret! Hey, guess what?
In the zone.
I'm helping. I did something. I got an achievement. I did something. This is a great spot for the turret.
Turret in position.
My friend in chat, the most impactful molten core in ages. Oh shit. Of course, Sarah's good at the only short person.
Drive them off the payload. I still have some fight in me.
Meet your fate.
Oh, that was probably too far back.
Some speed.
Yeah, that turret's too far back.
I planned that perfectly.
Oh no, it's not. It's okay. This Torb has a gun. I can at least handle a gun.
Got you in my sights.
Reality bends to my will.
Can I put it behind the garbage can?
60 seconds.
I can!
Drive them off the payload.
Payload?
The light becomes me.
No!
Nano boost administered.
About that. I mean, I'm trying.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Back at it. Pick on someone your own size.
You can't say I'm not trying. Up. Here. Oh, they do not like me. They do not like me. Hurry. I have to hurry. I have to hurry. She blocked me.
Guess you can learn even at this age.
No. I did significantly better that game, at least.
Play of the game.
What did Genji do? Why am I not surprised that Genji's name is Mosshead? Yeah, that's a good play. That one went significantly better. Actually contribute to team. You're so mean. I'm gonna, try Sim this time. Because that's my friend's favorite. On a push map, maybe not, but...
From imperfection, we build a new world.
Oh, this is a skirmish. I was like, where is everybody? Mean to select skirmish, but as long as I'm here.
Casting a sentry ward.
Hello there.
Hello.
Ah! Okay. Buddies. Okay.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
We're gonna try. I have a laser. I have like a cube, not a cube. It's like a geometric shape or something that I can blast. I have turrets and a teleporter.
The doctor is in, and he's looking good.
Constructing my teleporter.
Where did a medic like you learn to handle a weapon like that?
The number of battlefields I've seen, I was bound to pick
Okay.
something.
Let's go with one. Here.
Safety first. Taking down
And
enemies
over
first thing
here.
half.
And one in here. You think?
5, 4,
I put one.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective
Casting a
A.
sentry ward.
That's a little obvious, but it's okay. I have geometry. Ow! How did she get up there?
Chaos will not be unseated in a day.
My apologies.
Turret was demolished. Warding in place.
Let's push them off the objective.
Dr. Queen! And their weapons are so strong.
There is always more.
I just realized that the eye on my gun is moving, and I'm not sure if I enjoy that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Turret materialized.
Have fun with that.
Your numbers are
trying to do that, but it's a teleporter. I'm assisting. Kind of. I got Diva out of mech.
30 seconds remaining.
All together. Seize victory.
Objective lost.
Woo!
Stop the payload.
Bitch. Get away from me.
Objective lost.
Ah, yeah, okay, that works.
You go.
Now I know our spawn room is safe. Ah, I keep doing that.
Let's go rain on their parade.
All hail the Queen!
Sentry in position. One of you numpties owes me an opera. In space.
Trying to think of like another like deep place to hide. That turret. Just in case somebody goes above. Sentries. Sentries somehow are... Do they like time out or something? Or are they just getting hit and I don't see it? She shot it? Oh, I didn't see her. No! No, dragons!
Chance to act on my observations.
Oh, the dragons are still here. Okay.
I should put one there.
Not that. Not that either.
Behold my creation.
They reward the rat bag!
Helden sterben nicht.
There's the enemy.
They're kind of rolling us now. Oh my god.
Focus.
Do something!
Let them up.
Oh, she put Bob right there.
Payload has reached the chip.
Okay.
New revelations have come to light.
Time for a new sim trap. Should I not be spreading them out so much? Should I be keeping them kind of all in a stack?
60 seconds.
Aligning sentry positions.
Distract.
Sentry was destroyed.
Alright, they got too far away from the range.
Adjusting turret placement. Yahi Parambasta Victate.
I put that way too far back.
Oh, let's break it. For the Crusaders!
I put it too far back and it just... We are cursed. I'm the reason why. This is why. teeth. We got it? We almost there? Ah. Yay! I didn't do much, but I did something. I didn't do much, but I did something. Thank you. I mostly was distracting them because they would like focus in on my turrets long enough to be like shot by the team. So, all right, thinking mystery heroes for like a little bit because it's getting late and my medicines are kicking. My friend is leaving me. Oh, I'm still here. My friend is leaving me. I won't be here too much longer, probably. I'm gonna probably play 3 Mr. Hero games and then I think I'll head out. Because it's late and my medicines start kicking at some point.
Somebody call.
In my world, there are no secrets.
I have to log into my college website tomorrow to see if my online classes have finally been put in. Overwatch while on med sounds crazy. It's not that bad. Because what my meds are not intensive. One is a antidepressant, the other one is a aid. So nothing out of the ordinary. I forgot that I was Sombra. Oh wait, no, it's Mr. Heroes. Oh, I didn't pick.
Catch you later.
And maybe I do need to go to bed. Whoa. Honestly, it can't be any worse than when I used to come and stream after like 10-hour shifts. Because there was a time where when I was working, that I would work 10 or 11-hour shifts and I would come home and then I would stream for another 2.5 to 3 hours.
Humanity is shackled.
Because I always felt I felt bad because I was like, I wanted to get home because I was still up and coming is not the right way to put it, but it's like I was still getting started. And so And so I remember when I started streaming, it would get to be a certain point at night, and I'd be like, I need to get out of here because I have a stream to get to, and it was kind of nice being on a schedule, but I was so tired. I was just so tired all the time. Because I would do those long shifts, and then I would immediately at home and stream. So I would be like, I would just be so peopled out, and I wouldn't really be all that energetic. And I remember, I don't know who said it, but I remember once when I had a stream, somebody was like, "This is you after an 8-hour shift. I can't imagine what you must be like on like full energy," because I was really active and like having a good time, and it almost made me worried. It's like, what is gonna happen if I have a day where like I'm not working? Are people like not gonna like me anymore because because I'm like less calm because I'm not after? It's no longer an 8-hour shift. But I got it figured out. Took a little bit, but I got it figured out.
There are no secrets.
Catch you later. Systems hacked.
Thank you.
Must be taken.
No! Got near me. But no, I got worried for a little while when I started out. It's like, are people gonna like me less when I have more energy? It was so exhausting now because it was just I remember the worst one was I had a split shift. I had a split shift once where I worked from I opened the store, worked until 1 or 2, so I was like I had like a 9 a.m. shift. I worked to 1. I went to go get lunch. I got to go home for an hour, and then I headed back and I had to close the store. Yeah, it was a rough shift. And then I went home and and then after that shift, I didn't get out of there until an hour after I was supposed to be. So it was so late when I got out, and then by that point I got home and I was like, I have to stream, and so I immediately started up my my OBS when I got home. I was still in my work uniform. I hadn't the only thing I had taken off was my shoes. And I was sitting at my computer streaming after like a 12-hour shift. I had 4 birthday parties that day. And I had to handle 4 birthday parties that day, and then I had to open and close that store. And then I streamed afterwards. 4, yeah. We did birthday parties in blocks of 2 hours, so the most birthday parties we could have had in a day was like 8. The most I ever saw in one day was 6, but I didn't work all of them.
For all the tales.
Yeah, learning the balance of it was rough. And another thing that I'm super worried about heading back into this semester is because I have a lot more classes this semester, so I'm not going to be able to stream as much. And I'm worried that people are gonna not lose interest is not, I guess, the right way to put it, but I feel like I'm gonna be so inconsistent that it's gonna be hard for people to stop in. That's why I want to try and set up a streaming schedule. I just have to get a feel for my classes first, and then I can. The work stream category? What's that?
1-0.
A better galaxy is possible today.
Work stream? I thought about doing that. I thought about doing that last semester, but I thought that people would find it really boring. I almost did it once. I almost pulled up all of my math homework and said, okay, we're going to be doing math today. Chill and hang, but everyone focuses on their own thing. That seems nice.
Do you really want to be?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I'm so proud of this.
Yeah, it's just I have to get a feel for my classes this semester, and then I can start setting up a schedule. I'll get it figured out. You guys are just gonna have to be patient with me.
A gun in each hand and a smile on my face. Gonna catch you.
Oh, ouch. Stream and will appear. Aw, you guys are so sweet.
Our future will be forged in conflict.
I feel like this is the most people I've had consistently in a stream in a while. I keep looking, I can see like the status of how many people are here. And I don't think I've ever actually had this many people in one of my streams for such a long time. It's okay, because you're right. I hope so. I hope that means I'm growing. Oh, ouch! Oh, bye! I was kind of hoping you could see my body go flying in their screen too.
Humanity is shackled. I hold the key.
Your mom and dad built me in a lab to support your dreams.
Over here.
My dad doesn't quite understand what I'm doing, but mom is so supportive of me. She always asks me what I'm streaming, and then she asks me like how many, like, how'd it go? Did I get any new followers? Am I doing good? And it's like she checks in on me. If I have like a really long stream, she'll text me and be like, hey, how's it going? And I'll be like, oh, it's going okay. So she checks in quite a bit. Don't ask her about a robot.
Apocalypse ain't over.
Pass into the iris.
We're losing the objective. Let's take it back.
Over.
I'm gonna sound numbered.
Winston reporting.
Light wing up here.
Name's Carson.
I don't know how to play Roadhog. I understand he has the hook and gun, and that's about it. But they did a rework on him, and now I really don't get it. No! Then.
Humanity is shackled. I hold.
Now this is an empty head hero I can get behind.
Play of the game.
Get into the field. You're completely healed. You shot his head.
I've run out of gummy bears. I've been eating gummy bears like all stream, and I have officially run out of gummy bears. I'm sad. I'm gonna get more. So playing the game is Summer running off the map with Doomfist. I'm so sad that the kill cam didn't show me flying. Sugar free, right? No. They were not. Okay, I need it. I need the sugar anyway. I need the sugar because I'm hypoglycemic, and so if I don't keep my blood sugar up or just eat in general, really I should just be eating in general, but I end up supplementing a lot of it with candy just because I don't eat a whole lot, and so. Oh, for some reason I thought, oh, I guess I didn't. Okay. For some reason I thought I went into Mr. Heroes. I did not. But.
Another day, another battlefield.
3 times the charm. Huh.
Yep, I know.
All
I just have to keep a steady diet, and then I'm honestly the easiest way to work with it is just to keep a steady diet. It does mean that I tend to eat a little bit more sugar than other people, but I mostly just have to I just have to eat consistently throughout the day. So like 3 large meals is kind of not the way that I can function. I have to snack throughout the day or I start getting extremely sick. And a lot of the time it ends up being candy because it's whatever is closest to me. I spelled that completely wrong. Don't worry about it. I knew what you meant. Never let me type big again. It's fine. I knew what you meant. Don't worry about it. Oh, Diva. Oh, Diva. Please don't run. Please don't run away from me. Can we hydrate? Oh, it sounds like a potential snack redeem. Oh, yeah, but I would have to make sure that I keep a snack at my desk. Like, Ghost always comments about the fact that I'm eating. It's literally the reason that I'm always eating is because of that. And he knows that, but it's like, that is the most consistent reason as to why I'm constantly eating is because of that. Viola's mystery snacks? I could do that. Problem is you guys can't see the wheel. Can't wait to do the baking stream. I've got to get it figured out, but I really want to do the baking stream. You are being called out, but the thing is, I know why. I know you know why. And I don't take offense to it because it is true. I am literally always eating. I both eat everything and nothing at all times. Oh yeah, bust out the easy bake oven. I'm gonna make macarons. I'm gonna make macarons and make cupcakes with your names on them. Oh, that would be cute. The problem is that cupcakes take a while to bake. And I wouldn't know what to do in the meantime, other than to clean. Oh, wait. Just make them Play-Doh.
I've got you in my sights. I've got you in my sights.
Stop the Bisquick. There is a massive debate. You know what I have?
My heart's still beating.
You know what I have?
Let's go.
I have a waffle maker. I have like a waffle iron that has Sonic on it. Like it makes waffles with Sonic's face printed into the waffles. No. My friends got it as a joke gift for me. We got it. So we went to Dave & Buster's. We went to Dave & Buster's and we got a bunch of tickets, but nobody knew what we wanted to do with the tickets. And so my friends went up to the ticket counter and they saw the waffle iron like up high on a shelf. And so they were like, "You leave the ticket like the games counter." And I was like, okay. And so I left because I didn't know what I wanted to spend the tickets on. So I left and I like wandered around in the games and they came up to me with like a bag from Dave & Buster's and they're like, "We've got you something, but the rule is you have to make us something with it." And I was like, what does that mean? And so I took it out of the bag and inside was the Sonic waffle maker. And so they got it for me as a joke, but with the stipulation of I have to make them waffles. I could do a waffle stream. I could do Sonic waffle stream. How'd it go the first time? Really well, actually. It took me a second to like figure out how long to keep the waffle iron closed for because it's got a little light that's supposed to indicate when it's done, but it's never really done. And because like I like my waffles to be like brown, like not like burnt, but I like my waffles to be like obviously like yeah, kind of crispy, and so not soft, just kind of crispy, and so the indicator will like go on at soft, but I leave them in there just a little bit longer. Besides, if you take them out too early, then the Sonic like picture doesn't show up right, and so you have to leave them in just a bit longer than you would think. But for the first time, I made this giant stack of waffles. Oh.
Every soldier needs a cause.
Sorry.
Best round lost.
I ended up making this like huge stack of waffles. I made like 12. I ended up making like 12 waffles, and I stacked them all up together, and my parents and I just had waffles for dinner because I was messing with my waffle iron.
I thought my time in the field was done, but I guess you can't predict everything.
I'll find my own path.
5, 4, 3,
Sonic waffles for dinner.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Funnel cakes? I've never made funnel cakes.
I'm overloading.
Do you have to fry funnel cakes, or are they like, they're not baked, right? They're fried.
Enemy in sight.
Oil takes so long to pick up where I am.
What's that? I'm on the objective.
It's drop batter into oil and it's awesome.
Taking the objective.
You made some 2 weeks ago.
Soothing your wounds.
I'm on fire.
I don't know. Did you? I don't think so.
Done playing around. They're taking the objective.
And then I have to decide what I want to make and then how I'm going to set up the camera. I feel like a waffle would be a lot easier to do because it's all kind of self-isolated into one area. Because I can just have all of the batter and everything in like one space, and then the waffle iron like next to it, and so I wouldn't really have to move. So then I could do it all in one place. That would be nice. I should do waffles.
Heroes never die.
Passing out the welcome.
It's go time.
Dodge this. Efficient design.
I'm starting to slow down. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Yeah. I'll call it here. Okay. Because that was the whole point of taking the meds, so that I would fall asleep, so that I would actually get on a decent. Right now I'm at like, my schedule has turned into 4 a.m. is when I finally fall asleep, and then I wake up at like 10 or 11. And then I have been napping on the couch because I've been so tired. which is really odd because like I literally do not take naps. I don't like them because they make my head hurt. So my mom has now caught me on the couch twice in the last like couple. So I'm gonna head out of here or fall asleep right now and have you guys have ASMR sleep time. No thanks. I'm heading out. Good night, everybody. Hope you all have a good night or morning or whatever it is for you guys. Bye, everybody.
Pox upon this ground, I give it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I've been setting up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea, then you wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow, they just don't carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see. There was a time when you would let me know because your words weren't taken by your indigo, and I could write it all down in a matter of lines to read back what we had from a previous time. My ancestral passage here was written down each year by year, but the map is too old, see they've forgotten the roads, and so we're living by the creases. Pox upon this ground, I give it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I've been setting up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea.